That
You
is
see what
a
I'm talking about,
wild
Crack?
interview tonight. That is a wild interview.
Crack, you see what I'm saying? You see it? You see it, Crack? You looking in the chat? You see it? You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I have
just
I'm
make a
having
banner. Just
my
put a
white
banner
one,
and just
bro.
put a translucent banner where it's like a transparent one where you just put like the little sticker in the corner.
Yeah, that's a good
I
idea.
have
It's not certified fresh. Not fresh. It's
Not fresh at all.
I have Crack here with me tonight as my Rock of Gibraltar. So yeah, because I was trying to say crack and rock at the same time. Well, you know what? I probably shouldn't say crack and rock at the same time.
Rock.
Probably
We're not legalizing that, are we? Is that FDA? Did they lower that FDA schedule to like lowest tier?
You can crack in the crock pot.
Crack rock.
Crack and crock. Yeah, put them together.
Crack rock.
There's a song called Crack Rock too. That's funny.
Your mama said crack rock,
Man.
not my mama.
Oh wow, that is something. So let's listen to a little bit more, and then we'll switch over into the Fox News, and I'll play probably about 5 minutes of that because from what I listened to so far, it's pretty crazy.
It's
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah. And then we'll go ahead and get into the black agenda, the black male agenda. So let's listen to a little bit more of this.
We can do it all, and we do. So, first of all, I maintain very strongly America should never pull ourselves away from our responsibility as a world leader. And that is in the best interest of our national security and each one of us as Americans and our standing in the world.
What does this have to do with weed? We don't know, but let's keep going.
That being said, we also have an obligation to American citizens.
And then also for the young lady that called in and asked the question, y'all sending all of this money over to Ukraine, but I ain't got my reparations yet. So what this got to do with me? Let's keep going.
Obviously, and people who are here to meet their everyday needs and challenges, which is why, for example, we have done the work in the last 4 years of bringing down the cost of prescription medication, whether it be $35 a month for seniors for insulin or $2,000 a year cap on prescription medication. What we have
What
done
the hell
is
does
putting $17
prescription medicine have to do with
billion
weed?
in our HBCUs. I am proud to be the first HBCU vice president of the United States. I intend to be the first HBCU president of the United States. Those resources are about sending them to centers of academic excellence that I know them to be. The work that I continue to do is about increasing access to capital for our small businesses. It is about increasing the opportunity for home ownership, knowing that Black people are 40% less likely to be homeowners in America. We have a history of legal and procedural obstacles to that home ownership, starting with the fact nobody got 40 acres and a mule, to redlining, to issues that this Detroit area and people around the country know to be real. So part of my plan is that we're going to give people a $25,000 down payment assistance to get their foot in the door to buy a home for first-time home buyers. The work that I'm going to do
the houses go up artificially by $25,000. Gee, thanks.
That's one of the reasons that rents and housing prices are jacked up. And to work with the private sector, cut through the red tape, and work to build more housing, 3 million before the end of my first term. And I give these examples, and there are many more which I will offer. So, for example, the work that I will do to extend the child tax credit to $6,000 for young families during the first year of their child's life. Because as you and I both know, our families all have a natural desire to parent their children well, but not always the resources. So by expanding the child tax credit to the first year of a child's life to $6,000, that gives that young family the ability to buy a car seat or a crib or
car seat,
clothes, the things that
who can't afford a car seat.
Are we gonna ask you to
Other
stop?
people can't
or
afford
how we
a
doing
car
this?
seat.
Yeah, no, y'all tell me when to stop. That's always the rule.
All right,
Tell me when to
Mela,
stop.
Somebody,
go ahead, Mela.
more importantly, somebody tell me how a car seat costs $25,000.
Well, regardless of the car seat conundrum, because believe it or not, there are charities that give out car seats. My point is that she doesn't sound phony to me at this point. I just want to say that out loud, if I'm allowed. Hey, Portia.
Hey, Mela. Of course.
Hey, how was your evening?
It was okay. You know what, Mela? Let me tell you what. I was running late to church just because of all of the.
I know your responsibilities. Yeah.
Then I get there. I was late, and I mean, it is catechism. So if I'm gonna keep it real, I am one of the only Negroes there. And whenever you show up as the only Negro, you don't want to be late, but I so happen to be. But
American man.
so what happened is that
Come on, boys, behave yourselves.
it seemed like it wasn't gonna end till about 10 o'clock, so I actually had to leave early.
What?
And yeah, I left early because it wasn't over, but I needed to be at home because of the show tonight.
Oh,
yeah, and
spare your soul.
It's about an hour away.
Spare your soul.
But it was good though. Like I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I grew up.
Okay, we could talk about it later when you feel like it. But
100%.
I was just checking in.
Right now.
That's all.
I gotta follow the rules of the white folks. But yes,
And to comment on the current video, I would say that when a woman uses the word, or when a woman uses the phrase "jacked up," she's familiar with some things. Okay, because keep in mind when it comes to the elite, okay, and don't ask me how I know. When it comes to the elite, they're not going to use a phrase such as "jacked up." They're just not going to do it. They're conditioned to not use that. And in an interview, in speech, in casual conversation, elites don't talk like that.
Why not?
She's not an elitist. She's not phony.
I don't know about that. Now,
okay,
let's look at the platform. She's on The Breakfast Club. African American audience in general. She is placating to the audience.
Politicians have done that since the beginning of politicking.
Absolutely, it's part of the
chicken
job.
in every pot. Remember that?
Yeah, remember hot sauce in my bag, and if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I remember all of it.
You ain't black.
Okay, well,
I also remember this.
That was a bad one. Yeah, that was bad.
I remember it all.
Or a guy wanting to quote unquote talk to the brothers. Yes,
Yeah,
Barack
exactly.
Obama actually said that last week.
Exactly.
Remember, do you remember the you ain't voting, ain't bucking, or something like that?
No voting, no bucking. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
cooking. Yep, that's the thing. I think I probably.
But here's my.
See, they're getting counseled by Michelle because she comes from the South Side of Chicago. Everybody that's all of a sudden got this newly discovered black lingo and assertion and assert, when they're asserting themselves toward the black community in a way that hasn't really been done before. They used to resort to commercials but now they're in recent years, maybe 2 decades, they've been literally asserting themselves using quote unquote black lingo, and they're getting it from somewhere. They are getting consultation from people who are familiar with hood lingo. And they're just asserting themselves as if they know what it is to be black. And sometimes it comes off as endearing, and sometimes it comes off as offensive. Nonetheless, it's not a foreign concept to placate to voters.
I agree with that. I agree with that point. And I agree with your point that they're getting it from somewhere. And it's not hard to get. It's this code switching dynamic to placate to an audience. And I understand
it's not difficult to pick up black lingo at all.
No, and a lot of black lingo becomes mainstream.
It depends on what it is, right?
Or should I say hood lingo? Hood. That's what I
said the right
we
thing
have
the
to
first
specify.
time. Go ahead, Rosh.
Hood lingo.
So what defines hood lingo, right?
Well, it's equivalent to broken English, but it's just more colorful.
Oh.
I don't even think we need to go that deep into it, right?
Well, no. I don't disagree with her on that because it is broken English, right? But at a certain point, we try to expound on it like it's Greek language or some shit. Like, no, it's not.
We need something to cling on to.
It's not hieroglyphics. It's just
hieroglyphics.
A development over time in the hood. That's all it is.
What?
In the hood, you have
Good evening, all. Good evening.
Black.
How's
Hey,
everyone?
Let's go,
Blacks, what's up, buddy?
Hey,
Sorry
what's up,
for the
Black?
late.
Blacks who talks like an
Who in
elite.
the bloody
Bastard
We
of
got
we
our
late,
own
buddy.
You
personal
talk like an
lingo.
elite, Blacks.
Got our own personal lingo.
Who in the bloody
Huh?
who in the bloody heck has interrupted Sal?
I don't even know what just was said.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I just
Who in the
want to
bloody
say
heck
this really quick because
interrupted
I just
Sal?
want to address this really quick and then I'll be done.
Okay.
Mavitt, you
Yeah.
keep telling me to stop, but Mavitt, in case you didn't know, just in case you didn't know, just in case you didn't know, the people on this channel that run it, it's going to be John Galt. That's the urban landlord. That's going to be HV2N Gone Trucking. We have Charting the Course with our one and only Get Crack, Don't Smoke It, or whatever you do with crack. You have myself, and then you have Stanley. Okay. So whenever you're doing this, as you did earlier,
Everybody.
sometimes I think that y'all forget. Don't forget. Just don't forget. Because I gave you a break earlier. Okay. I'll give you another one. So for you to tell me to not respond, you stop. Okay. I don't stop because I work here. Okay. We don't need it. Okay. It was very disrespectful. It was rude. The spamming of the chat, all of that y'all did earlier, it was unnecessary. And to keep it going tonight, we have a lot of stuff that we have planned for y'all tonight. And if that's something that you're not interested in, I would strongly encourage you to just go ahead and leave and come back. And whenever you want to take up your issues or your concerns with the men, Crack is up here right now. You can hit the link. You're not going to do that. Whenever John gets here, you can hit the link, but you're not going to do that. Whenever Stanley gets here, whenever HB gets here, I know you're not going to do that. So just chill out, enjoy the show.
Bitch ass nigga.
And stop spamming our chat with your ruthlessness because you're upset because I turned on a replay. Okay?
Maybe he was smoking crack.
All I try the reason why
what happened?
respond is because I do care about what y'all say in the chat, and we want to make sure that we're upholding, customer service, all that good stuff. But when you're just being like ruthless and disrespectful and you will not stop, I have a problem with that, right? And so, again, if you need another timeout, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Why can't everyone be civilized like myself? This is what I'm not understanding.
Some men can't help themselves. Hey, 12th man. So we're gonna watch a little bit more of this. I am done with that. I'm not saying anything else.
I
Crack.
watched it while I was in the
Crack.
hospital.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Crack. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna be done with that. We're gonna watch a little bit more of this. We're gonna hop into the Fox News interview. We'll watch about 5 to 10 minutes of that, and then we're gonna go into the agenda. And shout out to everybody for being here. Thank you all for being here.
Real quick, Portia, before you play the video, I got a quick question. So it looks like we have the majority of the people for the initial program. How do we do that after these two videos are played?
Say that one more time.
It looks like we have almost everybody for the original panel that you emailed us on. So how does that work after these two videos are played? After we discuss these two?
It'll just be y'all on the panel. And plus me. And Crack.
Okay.
Get crack. What's up, get crack?
What's up?
That are so important during that critical phase of that child's development so that they can get on the road and actually have a chance at succeeding.
You said we can do it all, but can we? Because Tupac famously said, we got money for war, but can't feed the poor, right? And I saw President Obama say last week that
why is he
really
quoting
shouldn't
Tupac?
expect a president to rid the world of all of its problems. And
because
so
he's on
is it fair to tell people, hey, we can do it all? Because that's when people get disappointed when things don't happen.
But I think President Obama is absolutely correct, but it doesn't mean we can't do anything.
That's right.
So when I
What?
talk about extending the child tax credit, when I was vice president, I pushed that we would do it during our first year, and we reduced Black child poverty in America by 50%. We did that.
When I was vice
Amen.
president,
Amen.
it's over.
My plan that is about building up home ownership in the Black community. We can do
Amen.
that. My work that has been about increasing access to capital, bringing billions more dollars into our community banks, which I've done as vice president through cooperation and partnership with some of the big banks and tech companies to get more
They're
access to
just a
capital for our
filibuster, man. It's a
entrepreneurs, for our
filibuster.
businesses. We've done that.
Hallelujah.
So we should never sit back and say, okay, I'm not going to vote because everything hasn't been solved. I share a desire that
She
everything
does
be
realize
solved
she
that
could have
way. I think it is
she and
what we
Biden
should
could have
all
renewed
want.
the Trump tax credits that were passed in
That
2020,
shouldn't
but
stand in
she
the
let
way
them
of us
expire,
also
which
knowing we
caused
can
everything to
participate
go out
in a
of whack
process
in
that's
part
about
to begin with.
improving things.
Let them
And by
expire.
voting
They
in
did a
this
lot of his
election,
executive
They
orders.
you have
received
two choices,
Filibuster.
or you don't.
Hello.
But
They
you have two
received
choices if you do.
opposition.
And it's two very different visions for our nation. One mind
You
that is
have to
about
let
taking
them
us
expire
forward
in
and
order
progress
to
and
let
investing in
the
the American people, investing in
illegals
their
cross the
ambitions,
border.
dealing with their challenges. And the other, Donald Trump, is about taking us backward.
The other is about fascism. Why can't we just say it?
Yes.
Do you even know what fascism is?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
I
know
don't
what the
think he does.
definition is. It's a buzzword. They don't know what it means.
I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
None of them know what it means. Not one of
It's
them.
not difficult to look it up.
I'm gonna listen to a guy who just quoted Tupac. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense, man.
His assistant probably handed him the definition. It's not difficult to find out the definition.
For these guys, it's not about it's double speak. It's the point. They don't
Yeah,
want you
it's
to know the
newspeak.
definition. What they want is for you to listen to them. They are the ultimate definers of all language. Just like they keep trying to act as if her name was always Kamala when she was calling herself Kamala and had no issue doing it when she was trying to cozy up to black people. All of a sudden, she wanted to be Indian, then it was Kamala. Now she wants to be black again. That's the point. They want to define who you are. And if you tell them that they're lying through their lying goat teeth, then now there's a problem. The issue is with you and not with them because they know the definition. They know better than
Sir,
Webster Dictionary. They know better than you, even if you studied it. They tell
sir,
the scholars that they're wrong. These
sir,
guys are out of their mind.
sir, sir. Your point is noted.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna watch a little bit of this Fox News interview. We're not gonna watch the whole thing because we have to get into the agenda with Black Swan.
This is how you talk to. I apologize for it. This is how you speak. This is how you. This is how you interview an idiot. This is exactly how you interview an idiot. This was
Man,
great.
Oh
This
god,
was the best
this interview was so painful to watch when I watched it earlier today. Oh my god.
Hey, this solidified if you're an idiot or not if you vote for her. For sure. This interview right here.
Hey, Snake,
It's
we
true.
miss you too. We miss you too, Snake. I hope you're doing all right, sir. If you do hit the link, that's okay. However, Rashu is here, and so we're gonna let Rashu fill in for American Man until he shows up. So after we watch a few minutes of this Fox News interview, we're gonna go ahead and get into the agenda. And so we're gonna have Blacks Who Defy, Juan Universal, and Rashu. And so everybody else, you guys will be waiting patiently, if you don't mind, in the back until they after we finish our round table of sorts from the different topics, and then we'll bring other people up as we go. I want to shout out to AA batteries. For some reason they're hard to find right now. Shout out to you from Universal's channel. Hello, we have Solid Snake, of course. We have Shredder. Hey Shredder, always love it when you're here. DiCapriono, shout out to you. And let's see how the first few minutes of this go, and hopefully you guys can stomach it because it is painful. And
Before you play
I'm sorry, before we get going, 12th man, you went to the doctor and you got your hand checked on. Is everything okay?
Yes, ma'am. Evidently, it was nothing. So that's a good thing.
It is a
Thank
good
God,
thing.
Yeah.
Is that your drinking hand?
Well, I'm a two-fisted drinker, so there's
Drinking.
that.
You mean?
A two-fisted drinker. Yeah, that's something.
If I could plug real quick before you go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt you, buddy. Go ahead.
No, when one of my hands starts fucking up, that's a serious thing. It's like, man, they're gonna have to cut this motherfucker off or what?
Oh, Sean John is in the building. Sean John, no Diddy.
God
Hey,
bless y'all.
Mrs. Helen.
Thank you.
Thank you, 12th man. Juan, go ahead so we can play a little bit of this video so we can move on.
I was just gonna plug. Real quick, and ladies and gentlemen in the chat, if you like what you're hearing, because this is a special broadcast, compliments of Portia, John Galt, and HB, please support the channel by sending Portia, HB, or John Galt a Cash App. If you like any of us on the panel, you can also send us a Cash App as well. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here, and without you guys, I wouldn't be on the panel. So support the channel.
Hey, I like that.
Or Get Crack. You can
Support my
send Get Crack a Cash App too.
No, I don't have a Cash App. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I do have a Cash App, but I'm not telling it. Oh, you can find out what it is. You think it's hard to figure out what a Cash App is?
Cracky said, "Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do." Hey,
I got my Cash App.
in the chat. So let's watch a
Like
little bit of this.
John would say, crack at that Cash App.
Oh, okay. So the pot. Okay, well, you know what? Never mind. Crack is on it because I already told him. All right, let's go. Let's watch a little bit of this.
Madam Vice President, thank you for the time.
Thank you. It's good to be with you, Brett.
Thank
You
you
know,
for the
voters tell pollsters all over the country and here in Pennsylvania that immigration is one of the key issues that they're looking at this election, and specifically the influx of illegal immigrants from more than 150 countries. How many illegal immigrants would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is a topic of discussion that people want to rightly have. And you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, but
right
do you
now,
just a
which
number?
is-
Do you
but-
think it's
but-
1 million, 3 million?
Brett,
Just a number.
let's
Just
just
give
get
me
to the point.
ballpark.
Okay, the point is that we have a broken immigration system that needs to be repaired.
So your
And-
Homeland Security Secretary said that
Well, no,
85%
but
of apprehensions.
I'm not finished. We have
It's a
an
rough
immigration
estimate of
system
6 million people
that
have been
needs
released
to-
into the country. And let me just finish. I'll get you the question. I promise you.
I was beginning to answer.
And when you came to office, your administration immediately reversed a number of Trump orders.
She was going to answer a question that he hadn't even
Most
asked yet.
significantly, the policy that required illegal immigrants to be detained through deportation, either in the U.S. or in Mexico. And you switched that policy. They were released from custody awaiting trial. So instead,
She looks so
included
mad.
in those were a large number of single men, adult men.
She's
who went on to commit
hyperventilating.
heinous crimes. So, looking back,
She
you
looks like the
regret
equivalent of a
decision
4-year-old that didn't
to
get her
terminate
candy for the
remain in
day at the
Mexico
store.
at the beginning of your administration.
At the beginning of our administration, within practically hours of taking the oath, the first bill that we offered Congress, before we worked on infrastructure, before the Inflation Reduction Act, before the Chips and Science Act, before the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the first
You just saying
bill,
shit.
practically within hours of taking the oath, was a bill to fix our immigration system.
Yes,
Her
ma'am. It was
lips
called
are
the
moving,
U.S.
but I'm not hearing
Citizenship Act of 2021.
Exactly.
It was essentially
so,
a pathway to citizenship for the.
finish?
Yes,
May
ma'am.
I finish responding,
But
please?
this,
you have to let me finish.
you had the
please.
White House and the House and the Senate,
I'm
and
in
they
the
didn't
middle
bring
of
up that bill.
responding.
I don't
to
have
the
to
point
let you
you're
do
raising,
shit.
and I'd like to finish.
Yes, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why a woman will never get in the White House for the next 20 years.
That to the point of this being your first
Facts.
question, it is a priority for us as a nation and for the American people. And our focus has been on fixing a problem. And from day one, then, we have done a number of things.
She's not answering the
including
question.
to address our asylum system and put more resources, getting more judges, what we needed to do to tighten up penalties and increase penalties for illegal crossings, what we needed
Well,
to do to deal with
like Fish said in the
points-
chat, she's acting
points
real
of entry
combative.
between border entry points. That's the work we did, and we worked on supporting what was a bipartisan effort, including some of the most conservative members of the United States Congress, to actually strengthen the border. That border bill would have put 1,500 more border agents at the border, which is why I believe the Border Patrol agents supported the bill. It would have allowed us to stem the flow of fentanyl
They
coming into the
actually
United
didn't.
States, which is a scourge affecting people of every background, every geographic location in our country, killing people. It would have allowed us to put more resources into prosecuting transnational criminal organizations, which I have done as the Attorney General, former Attorney General of a border state.
Madam Vice President, a couple of things.
Prosecuted trafficking of drugs, guns, and human beings. And Donald Trump, but let me just finish.
Is this an interview or is this a darn speech?
And told them to kill it because he preferred to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And in this election, this is rightly a discussion
I like when
that
she
the
goes,
American people want to
listen.
have. And what they want are solutions.
I like the
And they
part
want
when
a
she actually
president of the
closes her
United
mouth and
States
keeps
who's
quiet.
not playing political games
It's
with
like the most
issue,
peaceful
but
1
actually
second that
focused
you'll
on
ever
fixing
get.
it.
Democrats voted against that bill. It would have allowed 1.8 million illegal
She has the
immigrants
same
into the
earrings
country a
on
year. A lot
every
of
session.
conservatives had a problem with it. These are the 6 Democrats. But more importantly, back
Rewind
to
that back like 2 seconds, Portia, if you can, because he Brett Baer just made a valid point. The point that Black Suitify and I had been making the whole time. They keep talking about, well, there was this bill that was available. The point that Blacks talked about and that I talked about on the panel a couple of times, he literally said just that, and she does not look happy about it.
She don't like the fact that being pointed out that 6 Democrats also voted against it. Yep.
He just finished.
6
And
Democrats
Donald
voted
Trump
against that bill.
learned about that bill and told them to kill it because he preferred to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem. And in this election, this is rightly a discussion that the American people want to have. And what they want are solutions, and they want a president of the United States.
It's going to come up right
not
about
playing
here.
Political games with the issue.
I hear you.
But actually is focused on fixing
6
it.
Democrats voted against that bill. It would have allowed 1.8 million illegal immigrants into the country a year. A lot of conservatives had a problem with it. These are the 6 Democrats. But more importantly, back to the original premise, Jocelyn Nungari, Rachel Morin, Laken Riley, they are young women who were brutally assaulted and killed by some of the men who were released at the beginning of the administration, well before a negotiated bipartisan bill. Former President Clinton actually referred to Laken Riley Sunday, campaigning for you in Georgia, saying if those men had been properly vetted, Laken Riley probably would not have been killed. So if it wouldn't have happened, this is well before any negotiation. This is well before Donald Trump got involved in the politics. This is a specific policy decision by your administration to release these men into the country. So what I'm saying to you, do you owe
Brett,
those families an apology?
Let me just say, first of all, those are tragic cases. There's no question about that. There's no question about that. And I
No question
can't
about what?
imagine
That you do owe them an apology or what?
those victims have experienced for a loss that should not have occurred. So that is true. It is also true that if a border security had actually been passed 9 months ago, it would be 9 months that we would have had more border agents at the border, more support for the folks who are working around the clock, trying to hold it all together.
Madam Vice President.
To ensure that no future harm would occur. And this election in 20 days will determine whether we have a president of the United States who actually cares more about fixing a problem, even if it is not to their political advantage in an election, because there was a solution, Brett.
Madam Vice President, it was a policy decision in the early part of your administration. I will let one of the mothers talk about it. Take a listen.
Because of the Biden-Harris administration open border policies catch and release, they were enrolled in the Alternatives to Detention program. This meant that they were released into the United States. It was not even a full 3 weeks later that they would take my daughter, Jocelyn Nungare's life. I believe the Biden-Harris administration open border policies are responsible for the death of my daughter.
That's the early days. So do you owe them an apology is what I'm saying.
I will tell you that I am so sorry.
She believes it.
I'm so sorry for her loss. Sincerely.
Oh my God, patronizing right there. Look at it. Listen to that.
What is happening right now with an individual who does not want to participate in solutions? Let's talk about that as well.
But do you want to answer
in all
her?
fairness, I told you I feel awful for what
Do
she and
you?
her family have experienced.
Do you, ma'am?
During that time, you said repeatedly that the border was secure.
Yeah,
when in your
right.
mind did it start
Lying
becoming a
ass.
crisis?
I think we've had a broken immigration system transcending, by the way, Donald Trump's administration even before.
Oh, okay.
Let's all be honest about that.
This is the part where she starts falling off of the wheel, so to
Let's be
speak.
honest
That this is a
about
perfect
that.
immigration system. I've been clear. I think we all are. That it needs to be fixed. We need more. I was just down at the border talking with border agents.
For the first time
and
in
they will
4
tell you,
years.
and I'm sure you probably, I know you investigated.
And nobody wanted to talk to her. Remember when she went to El Paso and nobody showed up?
We need more
Only the
judges.
protesters.
We need to process those cases faster. We need the support for those
She's
cases
so
that should be
pathetic.
prosecuted.
Kamala.
Resources. And Congress ultimately is the only place that's going to get fixed, Brad.
Well,
that's how this system works.
That's the premise of this question.
But
There were
that's how the
90
system
Stanley's
plus
works.
having
executive
an
orders that were
aneurysm.
rescinded in the first days. Many of those were Trump border policies. I'm not going to stay here because there's other things to talk about, but you frequently talk to the Border Patrol Union for support of that bipartisan bill, and they did. They supported it. But they also just endorsed Donald Trump and said, you've been, quote, a failure with border security. Why do you think they said that?
I think they're frustrated, and I get it. They want support. They want support, and that's what that border security bill would have done. These guys down at the border, these men and women, they're working hard. They're working around the clock. I get it.
There's a lot of people that look back at what you said in 2019 when you first ran for president. And there have been changes, and you've talked about some of them. When it comes to immigration, you supported allowing immigrants in the country illegally to apply for driver's license, to qualify for free tuition at universities, to be enrolled in free health care. Do you still support those things?
Listen, that was 5 years ago, and I'm very clear that I will follow the law. I have made that
That was 5 years
and as
ago.
Vice President of the United States, that's exactly what I've done, not to mention before.
If that's the case,
whatever.
you chose a running mate, Tim Walz, who governor of Minnesota, who signed those very things into state law. So do you support that?
Do you?
We are very clear, and I am very clear, as is Tim Walz, that we must support and enforce federal law, and that is exactly what we will do.
She sounds like a robot here.
Decriminalizing border crossings, like you said in
support
2019.
federal law.
I
That's
do
what we're
not
here to
believe
do.
We
in
shall
decriminalizing foreign crossings, and I've
overcome.
not done that as
I
Vice
will
President. I will
support
not
the
do that as
law.
President.
I will support
these are
the law.
allegations that
I
you
will
have.
Well,
support
let's
the
be very
law.
clear. I'm the only person who's running for
All
president.
right, we're going to stop that because, we are all so opinionated. So let's go ahead and get into the Vice President Harris will deliver for Black men. So everybody else that is on the panel right now, I won't kick you guys down. I just ask y'all to mute. So the only people that we're going to have unmuted is going to be Blacks Who Defy, Crack, Juan, Universal, and Rashu. Everybody else, y'all mute up. I will let you guys know. Who just got in the building? Hey, Stanley.
Stuttering Stanley.
Hey,
It's over.
Stanley, I have some good stuff for you.
Stanley.
So you can address some things, Stanley, but I'm gonna wait until we're done here. So, Stanley, shout out to you. Love you, Stanley. Hey, Bob. It's the best pilot in the universe right there. So we are going to jump into the Kamala Harris agenda for Black men. And so for those of you, I'm going to repeat it one more time. And y'all know I'm a teacher, so I don't mind saying it 10,000 times. So we're gonna have Blacks Who Defy, Crack, Juan, Universal, and Rashu. If that is not your name, I ask you to please stay on mute. After we finish going through this and having a deep dive into it, we will have you guys come off mute, and you guys will be able to then come into this space. Tonight we are going to be, and I threw something together really quick while I was at church. This is going to be a new segment that's going to happen at least once a week, depending upon everybody's schedule. We have decided to call it Nation Over Skin, and we're going to have some Negroes plus Crack. If Crack has anything to add, we're going to be just talking about issues with Black conservatives, and just basically our opinions. And the first thing on the docket is going to be Kamala Harris's Negro agenda for Black men. And so I am going to be reading, and we're going to have the men respond to it. So let's get into it. All right. Those chains and picking that cotton.
Woo. I love it. My fingers are already prickled and bleeding.
Heck?
Are they bleeding? Are they bleeding?
I only have 1/4 pound of a barrel because I'm a weak Negro, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Days never
I
finish.
can only get one pair of cotton underwear to serve my country.
Someday Master set me free.
Yeah, I'm running off of one pint of beer.
I was born by the river.
Oh no!
Man. The ancestors are smiling on you guys.
Oh man!
The ancestors are like, look at those fools.
That's the wrong church, Portia. You sure you went to the right one?
I was at cracking. They don't sing. They don't even sing Amazing Grace. All right.
Yeah, they ain't doing that over there. I'm sure they did.
No.
Just make a mean pot of greens and all is forgiven.
And this is for all my Northern Star Negroes out there. So we're gonna get into this. So Vice President Kamala. Hold on, wait. Kamala Harris, she is going to deliver for Black men. She will provide the tools to Black men to build wealth, support their families, and lead in their communities. Vice President Harris will build an opportunity economy where everyone has an opportunity to not just get by, but to get ahead. She knows that Black men have long felt that too often their voice in our political process has gone unheard, and that there is so much untapped ambition and leadership within the Black male community. Black men and boys deserve a president who will provide the opportunity to unleash this talent and potential by removing historic barriers to wealth creation, education, employment, earnings, health, and improving the criminal justice system. Black men deserve a president who will deliver on promises and equip them with the tools and resources to make their aspirations a reality. Shout out to ChatGPT. This year, Vice President Harris launched a first of its kind nationwide economic opportunity tour to help entrepreneurs access the capital and resources they need to launch and grow their businesses, build wealth, and strengthen their communities, especially Black male entrepreneurs. While traveling across
sound
the
like
country,
a 12th grade public speaking essay?
While traveling across the country, cities like Atlanta, Detroit, and Charlotte, she heard powerful stories from Black men about the biggest hurdles that still make it too difficult for them to get their business off the ground and grow them to meet their full ambitions, and discussed policies that can help break down remaining barriers to success. drawing insights from her experience throughout her career, minus her locking up all those nickels. And her economic opportunity tour, today, Vice President Harris is laying out an opportunity agenda for Black men to provide them with the tools to achieve financial freedom, lower costs to better provide for themselves and their families, and protect their rights. This path-breaking agenda includes, number one, providing $1 million in loans that are fully forgivable, to Black entrepreneurs and others to start a business. Number two, championing education, training, and mentorship programs that help Black men get good paying jobs in high demand industries and lead their communities, including pathways to become teachers. Amen. Join me.
Representation.
In education, absolutely. Supporting a regulatory framework for cryptocurrency and other digital assets so Black men who invest in and own these assets are protected. Amen. Launching a national health equity initiative focused on Black men that addresses sickle cell, because you know it affects the Negroes. Amen. Diabetes.
Amen.
Because it affects the Negro.
The sugars.
Mental health, because that affects the Negro.
I'm losing my mind.
Prostate cancer and other health challenges that disproportionately impact them. Legalizing, amen, for the Black.
My balls hurt. Yes, amen. My balls hurt. Amen.
Recreational Mary Jane marijuana and creating opportunities for Black Americans to succeed in this new industry. This is where we are going to pause, and we're going to start at the top. We're going to have a response from each male on the panel, and we're going to start with Blacks Who Defy. Sir, Blacks Who Defy, what do you have to say so far?
This is what I have to say to that. I remember, I think it was Van Jones who recently said that this was a love letter to Black men, to Negroes. He felt hugged by Mama Kamala or something to that effect. First and foremost, it doesn't help whatsoever. All these things, sickle cell studies, $1 million money to 1 million Black men or Black people, whatever, over the course of however many years. I like to use the word platitudinous.
Blacks, you're cutting out, Blacks.
My bad. Can you hear me? Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I said I like to use the word platitudinous. There's no plan whatsoever. It's just words. She's trying to shore up that last what was the percentage of Black males who weren't going to vote for her, or that they identified? I can't remember the percentage. She's trying to shore up that percentage. It's too little, too late for that. But even if it weren't, I don't believe anybody with a brain would ever fall for this. It's nonsense. How is she going to do it? With what money? Does she understand how money works? Does she understand what inflation is? We can't just print. We've already seen what just printing money does to the economy. Okay, introducing a fiat currency into the economy and watching inflation skyrocket, and then there's something called what's that economic term? It was created in the 80s or before. Is it the SOMA? The SOMA? What is it called? It's the measure that you utilize to figure out if we are in a recession, and it's something like you watch the unemployment numbers and they go by 0.5%. SOM, thank you, SOM. I couldn't even think of it. I'm so tired. The SOM rule, exactly. You know what I mean. Half of the unemployment increases by 0.5%, and then we know that by that measure that there is a recession on, and then we're told by people like her that we shouldn't pay attention to the front of our nose because it's wrong. We shouldn't pay attention what's before our eyes because we're wrong and they're right. And all we need is for Mama Kamala to come and give us a hug. So I believe what she's saying is complete bullshit. And that was a long-winded way of saying it.
Thank you, Black Swan.
This is the 12th grade version of vote for me for class president. Everybody gets a free soda and everybody can get A's for one class period throughout the entire semester. And every Friday is going to be a pizza day. And, you know, it's all of these promises that don't make sense. And if you look at the very beginning of this, we're going to give you an equal opportunity, number one, by offering a loan. But number two, we're going to give you the opportunity to have ownership in your own stuff. How are you going to have ownership in your own stuff when it's all by a loan? By virtue, if you don't pay that loan back, they take your stuff back. So it's not really yours.
Thank you, Juan. Universal?
Yeah, I agree with the Blacks and Juan. I believe that this is placating to an audience that is non-existent. When did Black men ask for any of these things? I think it's also belittling to Black men when we talk about things like legalizing recreational marijuana. I don't think weed stopping any Black man from smoking, or the legalization of weed is stopping any Black man from
not stopping John.
Exactly.
Sure,
And that's where I was about to go with it.
And when we talk about things like jobs and we talk about things like loans, we know that we have an economic issue when it comes to Black men. Neither one of those things are an actual solution or a strategy to deal with what Black men are struggling with in either one of those issues. Black men need more than this. And I get frustrated when I see these types of strategies and strategies that are around incarceration, because that doesn't tell the full story of who Black men are. It's only a proportion, and we could do a lot more with this. It'd been great to see something around families, family courts. It'd been great to see something around, some actual economic stability, and it'd be great to see something around education that's not about Black teachers. We don't have any research that says representation makes a difference in education. Black men issues are not being addressed in this plan, and any Black man who champions this is misled.
Thank you, Universal Rashu.
Yeah, so basically what I want to say about this is like tonight Kamala has, in her interview tonight on Fox, you can tell she doesn't know her own policy. She's not able to articulate her own policies in any of her conversations, right? She's telling you to refer to her website, basically, to be able to pretty much reference her data on what she feels like her, is. Can't find a way for that.
Okay. Thank you, Rashu. So we're gonna move on to what she's saying next here. So we have.
Am I still here?
Yes, you guys are still here, but the people that y'all see on the screen, that we are having our round table right now.
Awesome. Okay.
Yes, and so we'll have y'all comment after we are done. So Donald Trump spent 4 years making Black men's lives harder. On his watch, millions of Black men lost their jobs. Thousands closed their businesses and hundreds of thousands lost their health insurance. As thousands of Black men lost their lives to COVID-19, Donald Trump denied the severity of the crisis and made millions more unsafe. And of course, we now know that COVID, and as I knew then because Trump said so, it's just a cold. That's it, it's just a cold. All right, so crime in Black neighborhoods soared while Donald Trump tried to cut funding for public safety and make Black communities less secure. That is a lie from the pits of hell. Because Donald Trump wasn't calling to defund the police. You leftists were. But let's keep going. Let's keep going because this is for the Black man. I'm a Black woman who's emotional.
Well, didn't the FBI stats just re-update and
yes,
they
did. Yes, they did. He has repeatedly.
Do I need to pull that up right quick?
Oh, yeah, but we're going to get through this and then we'll go into that when we pull everybody else up. He has repeatedly shown open contempt for Black Americans and Black men, attacking their rights, fueling division, and standing in the way of their progress. He falsely accused the exonerated 5 and called for them to receive the death penalty. His history as a landlord is checkered with repeated allegations of racial discrimination and outright refusal to rent to Black tenants. I don't rent to Black tenants, amen. Following the murder of George Floyd, Trump described Black protesters as thugs, threatening that when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Ain't that right? Listen, that is a word from God. As president, he referred to Haiti and African nations as shithole countries because they are. And most recently, Trump spread falsehoods about Black Haitians eating the pets of their neighbors, and in the past described Haiti and other majority Black nations as shitholes. Them Haitians like to eat cats. From what we know, you can be in Haiti and go and buy cats like you buy chicken wings, amen. If he's reelected, his hostility towards Black men and their communities will continue. His Project 2025 agenda doubles down on his mistreatment of Black men and their families. But if you're a Negro like me, you know how rare it is to see a Black man with a family. And, shout out to all of you all that have them. Amen. That have them.
So can I address all the lies now?
Yeah, I'm about to finish this last part. Promising to cut funding for urban education, bring back stop and frisk practices, and slash critical investments in safety net programs like Obamacare, Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. Meanwhile, he will slap a Trump tax on everything from food to gasoline, raising cost on the average Black family by nearly $4,000 or more. He will erase 4 years of financial gains and job growth for Black men and leave their communities worse off for it. Blacks who defy. What do you have to say to that?
Where to start? There are so many lies, but I can't address them all, and I know that I'm not going to be able to address them all because somebody's going to hit something that I wanted to talk about, but I will have forgotten. But I'll start with the BLS numbers, Bureau of Labor and Statistics. It's been unprecedentedly terrible in these last 3.5 years. They haven't bolstered any jobs. The lies. Oh my God. First of all, we know that the initial showing of the BLS numbers always gets revised in the subsequent months, especially their 3-month revision and then their 18-month revision. And we saw that there were no jobs created. They lied by 1 million jobs. They have not bolstered those numbers. They have not gotten better. They have only gotten worse since we heard the news drop. That's number one. 2, let's talk about executive orders. Okay. Let's talk about executive orders. Donald Trump, and this is just one of his many that worked well, but this one specifically put HBCU offices in the White House. Okay. They were able to have the president's ear unfettered. Nobody in between, no go between, no middleman. They could go knock on his door and said, Mr. President, we need money. He made sure that they were indemnified. He made sure that they did not want for money. And what did Joe Biden and Kamala Harris do the first day they got in office? Reverse that. Reversed it immediately.
Immediately.
Okay. Okay. When we talk about tariffs and we talk about jobs, the only person who bolstered the job numbers during their tenure or their stay in the office was who everybody said Trump, Donald Trump. And one of the policies he implemented was the 100% tariff on electric vehicles coming in from China. Guess who retained that 100% tariff?
Who?
Okay. The one that he said, well, it couldn't have been Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, right? Right? Didn't they retain it? They didn't get rid of that. Instead, he made it seem like it was his idea to do so. Okay. Didn't get rid of it. They retained it. And now we're sitting here listening to her lie about that. But the pièce de résistance is Black men and families. We know that the best family men in the world by a landslide are Black men. The numbers prove it. Forgot by what statistic I'm referencing, but Black men were proven to be the best fathers, to be the best family. That's number one. So we're not a unicorn out here when it comes to that. And secondly, Black men who are not married are the ones with the least children out of wedlock, and that's a fact. So when she says it's rare for Black men to be seen as family men, that's a slap in the face. Nothing she's saying is for Black men. Everything she's saying is like what Juan Pacheco said. It's a 12th grade. Why should I be the president or valedictorian of the class? I rest my case.
Thank you, Black Suitify. Juan?
Guilty. Oh no, I'm just messing. I'll just shorten it. Why are we talking about Donald Trump in these paragraphs when we want to know exactly what the plan is for Black people? I was expecting more of an expansive view on all of the bullet points that she talked about regarding the loans and things like that we discussed earlier. But no, we go right back to beating up Donald Trump. Okay, I understand that everything's Donald Trump's fault. So what? You're in office. You've been in office for 3 years. This is you and Joe Biden's administration, and you're running so that you could be in office, ma'am, for the next 4 years. What are you going to do? I don't care about how bad Trump did everything, supposedly. I want to know exactly, I want more of an expansive view as to what you're going to do on all of the bullet points that you went across. And the moment you didn't do that, you lost me.
All right, Universal Jones. Thank you, Juan.
Absolutely. I agree with both Juan and Blacks yet again. The Trump derangement syndrome is showing here. I think whenever you have a strategy that talks about what your opponent has done and not what you plan to do, you don't have a strategy. And unfortunately, that's what's been the focus here. And we've heard this on many different of her speaking engagements thus far. It is important for her to show a little bit more strength in what her plan is and not to just talk about what Trump is or isn't doing. Again, she's not even talking to Black men. I think this is a dog whistle for Black women. We're talking about how bad black men are and why they may be leaning towards Trump. Watch for the hook is what I think here.
Thank you, Universal. Harashu. Rashu?
Oh, my bad. My mic was muted. But I wouldn't even, for me, it's more so like, why are you caring about the fact that Black men are trying, into crypto, right? Like, who's saying that all Black men are into crypto? I know that's not about, the Black men can build wealth and achieve economic success that you got on the screen here, but I'm more so concerned, like, why black men in crypto, like, again, I was talking about this, a couple nights ago. It's not a black man crypto centric type of thing. Like, I talk to people across the board on crypto who are all types of races. So the black man in crypto, the whole weed thing, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this really vibes with certain people that are going to go out and vote, right? We have a problem in Baltimore where you only have maybe 5 to 10% of people who vote on the average basis, right? So when you think about if you're trying to target certain people and you're trying to target them through, marijuana, and like, that's not the type of people who vote. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. So yeah.
All right, thank you, Rashi. We're going to get into the next part of this. So we have Vice President Harris will lower cost and give black men the tools to build wealth, provide for their families, and lead their communities, because apparently black men aren't doing that already. Vice President Harris knows that costs are too high for black men and that black men have long been denied the tools that would allow them to grow their wealth, get a good paying job, and support their loved ones, because black men can't do that. I don't know a black man like that. It ain't a black man in my life like that. My daddy ain't like that. I don't know. That's why she has a plan to address these concerns. Amen. She will ensure that black men can build wealth and achieve economic success by providing $1 million in loans that are fully forgivable of up to $20,000 to black entrepreneurs.
Again, how are you going to pay for these things? It's
and
crazy.
Others who have historically faced barriers to starting a new business or growing an existing business, in partnership with trusted organizations like mission-driven lenders and banks with a proven commitment to their communities. Vice President Harris has already laid out a plan to help more small businesses start, innovate, and expand. She proposed a historic tenfold expansion of the tax deduction for small businesses startup expenses from $5,000 to $50,000, and an initiative to help existing small businesses grow by providing low and no interest loans to small businesses that want to expand, boosting access to venture capital, and supporting innovation hubs and business incubators. And she says she will cut unnecessary red tape that makes it harder for small businesses to file taxes, hire a reliable workforce, and get off the ground. Blacks who defy. What do you have to say to that?
What was the last thing you said?
She says she will cut unnecessary red tape that makes it harder for small businesses to file taxes, hire a reliable workforce, and get off the ground.
What red tape will she cut? What rules are in place that are hindering small businesses from achieving their goal?
Hey,
now
y'all can't talk shit about me either.
Huh? Yeah.
If blacks is out here doing it.
Yeah, I was talking to my wife. The major thing is this with small businesses. You're telling me that I can't start one without having a $20,000 loan or stipend. I can't even remember how much she said she was willing to give. But when you give unfettered access to funds that aren't earned, you create. That's what happens. We watched it happen. I'm sorry. I said when you give unfettered access to funds that are not earned, you create inflation. When you just print money and give it away, it happens. It doesn't matter if they did it for Ukraine. It doesn't matter if they did it for Israel. And it doesn't matter if they did it during the PPP extravaganza. We are reaping our just desserts from falling prey to that. The money was not there. We don't have it to pay back. So if we just decide to give, I guess I would surmise that it's forgivable loans to only Black people. Not only is that racist, it's untenable. There's no way we'd make a bad problem even worse. Secondly, when it comes to small businesses, what are they talking about? What do they regard as a small business? Because, for instance, the SBA gives out loans anyway. Nobody's being hindered from achieving an SBA loan. Is fairly easy. I used to work for the SBA. It's very easy to get a loan, and it's easy to get one with little to no business experience. You just need anyway. It's not hard. All you have to do is get off of your ass and go to your local SBA office, and they have liaisons that will walk you through the process, hand holding you to get the money that you need to start your business. Also, there are plenty of stopgap programs for veterans, for disabled people already. Okay, for Black people, for minorities, for double minorities. If you have a SAMS if you have your DUNS number, you can get government contracts. If you're a disabled person or a Black woman or a Black man, that they earmark for you. Money's at billions of dollars they earmark for you. All I'm saying is more platitudinous nonsense. We already have the infrastructure. The only thing hindering us is listening to people like her and not thinking critically for ourselves. If we were to listen to her and fall prey to her nonsense.
Thank you, Black Swan.
If you guys look at I believe it's the first or second bullet point, the plan is to offer up to $20,000 to quote unquote Black people and others. Let me repeat myself. Black
we know what that means.
And others. The Black people aren't going to get the loans, just like the majority of the people under the CARES Act didn't get that COVID money. That's basically what that means. It's a trap. If you fall for it, then that's a you issue at that point. You deserve everything coming to you.
Universal. Thank you, Juan.
So that is definitely a trap. And again, this is a belittling point. Black folks need to understand, Black men need to understand that we have autonomy and we shouldn't be talked down to. Have some self-respect. $20,000 can be a big shift if you have the right mindset. But if you're looking to take this forgivable loan and open up another barbershop or coffee shop, it might not work. Utilize this and capitalize on this opportunity if it does come through. But as Juan said, it's a trap, which means that you're going to be competing against the LGBTQIA+.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be competing against women of all nationalities.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be competing against anyone who is seen as a vulnerable adult. You're going to be competing. So Black men, if this is something you want and you think Kamala is going to bring it to you, buckle up and get ready to compete, because it is not just for you, it's for everybody.
Everybody. I wanted to do a little bit of house cleaning. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. If you have not hit the like, hit the like. It's free. Hit the like. What's going on right now is I had an idea with Obama coming out and doing all of the things that he did. I was thinking about the incredible Black men that we have in this space, and I wanted to create something create a segment for the show where we have Black men comment on, things that are going on in America. And so I'll be reading the stories and they'll be responding. So right now, you guys are tuning into Nation Over Skin. And that's a new segment that will be pushed out. We'll try to get one done every week, but it'll be me, bringing the stories, as well as our other panelists bringing the stories. And we're going to have our Black men talk about it. So my thoughts were, of course, Blacks Who Defy, Juan, Universal Jones, American Man. Juan, he's a half Black Puerto Rican albino. No, he is. He's a Negro in his own right. I mean, he gets to have some. And we have Bob up here, so I had to go ahead and pull Bob up here. And so I want to hear from, Black men on what they think about Kamala Harris's agenda for Black men. So that is what's going on. Shout out to all of you that are in the building, and I thank all of you for being here. If you have not hit the like, hit it. And we're going to go to the next bullet point to see what else Vice President Kamala Harris is talking about for the Black man here in America. So Vice President Harris knows that today the money needed to start your own business is not accessible for many Black Americans. Studies suggest that Black Americans are twice as likely to be denied credit by banks, regardless of their credit scores. Experts and Black entrepreneurs have identified limited access to capital as the most important factor that limits the creation of growth in Black-owned businesses. That's why today she is proposing a new partnership between the Small Business Administration and trusted partners on the ground to provide loans that are forgivable up to $20,000 to entrepreneurs who have had a good idea but don't have the resources, connections, or access to capital to get their businesses off the ground, as well as entrepreneurs locating in underserved communities. This will help Black men and other Americans start or grow a business in their community when they don't have the startup capital. For example, these loans can help entrepreneurs rent office space and industry standard software to launch a cybersecurity company, pay for permitting fees, and purchase a van for catering business, set up a studio and buy advertising for new architectural company, buy a professional hairstyling equipment and chair space for a barber shop. Amen. Get faded. I am a fan of the bald fade. Buy lawnmowers and tools for a landscaper and more. She will also work with the private sector and call for additional funding to expand on proven ways to break down barriers and provide financing and venture capital to entrepreneurs and small business owners in Black communities. Blacks Who Defy. What do you have to say to that?
How many damn barbershops that charge $65 a cut are we gonna open? Okay, listen.
That sounds personal, Black. You get burnt.
I am, bro. Listen. I am gonna do
my haircuts just went up to $70, so I feel you, Blacks.
Jesus Christ.
Well, hold on. Not only $70, you got these guys that'll go $125 because they wash your head before they
and then you got to tip, and then you have to tip them. And then they want to tip on top of that. But listen, I don't let them. I was losing my hair. When I allowed those licensed barbers to touch it with all their toxic Avenger nonsense. So now I cut my own hair. But beyond that, I mean, I've been cutting my hair since I was 11, but sometimes you don't feel like doing it. And so I would have a barber I trusted.
That's like
his prices would just go up and up and up and up and up. So I was like, yeah,
my hair grows too fast. I got to cut my own hair. That's what I had to do. It was just
exactly mine too. I'm the same. But beyond that was a good entry point for me, because this is what I'm going to say. What is an underserved community? I'd like to know. I haven't found one yet. Okay, I've grown up in a so-called and to me,
you break it up,
they're
brother.
overserved. Every time I look, my bad. It seems to me that they are overserved because, from my recollection, you know, growing up on the south side of Chicago, I've seen nothing but nothing but community programs, community activists, what you call it, money being thrown hand over fist to these so-called underserved communities, opening up boys and girls clubs, spending billions in these communities. Perhaps it's the people who are serving these underserved communities that should be looked at with a microscope, under the lens of a microscope, and combed through with a fine-tooth comb to see their dealings. I'll give you an example, a personal example. So myself, my older brother, and my mother owned a moving company in Chicago. And in the state of Illinois, you have to be licensed to move, but plenty of people aren't licensed. The license, by the way, costs $20,000. It's just a way. It's a way to just keep you out. Okay. So
sounds like the mob got involved there.
Exactly. It's $20,000 to get the license. We, of course, did not pay $20,000 to get that license. However, we were still moving people, and we had heard that there were opportunities through nonprofits that had been paid through the city of Chicago via the state government of Illinois that were going to give stipends to companies to help hire Black people from, quote, underserved communities. So, first of all, we would go to these places like Operation Rainbow Push, the Urban League, and another one I couldn't remember. Not only didn't anyone pick up the phone, but we would go to their offices during office hours for about 3 months, and nobody was in the office whatsoever. Finally, we were able to get an old woman on the phone. And we were asking about the program. She didn't know exactly what we were talking about. She didn't know what we were talking about at all, as a matter of fact. We asked her for the number of the director for the Urban League, the National Urban League in the city of Chicago. She said that she didn't have a phone number and she wasn't taking calls. And I'm like, we've been trying to reach you guys about this program. We gave her references and everything. Of course, they don't know what you're talking about. My point is that they will take your money. They take the taxpayers' money. That's the money that Kamala Harris is talking about, by the way, and give it to these, quote, underserved communities. And by who? She said partners, right? People on the ground. Those are the community activists, the community organizations that steal all of our money, and not one person that they're supposed to be serving sees that money. So forgive me if I don't believe you, Kamala. Forgive me if I don't believe any of these people who stand on these platitudes and tell me that I'm supposed to champion her because she's saying she's going to somehow do it the right way this time. Yeah, right.
So Black, before we move on to Juan, Rashu, and Universal, Stanley says,
what about me?
And Bob too. Maybe Kamala should give I'm just looking at who's on the screen. Sorry, Bob. Okay, so Stanley says maybe Kamala should give a nappy-headed discount to undeserved communities. What do you think of that?
That might just work.
Solid Snake's comment behind that's genius. The Don Imus discount.
So we have the illustrious one and only Bob up here. So we're gonna get Bob. We're gonna let Bob go ahead and jump in this conversation, and then we'll get to Juan and then Universal and Rashu. What's up, Bob?
I'm sorry, I kind of late in here. This whole problem.
Oh my God, you play it, Mike has found us. Jesus Christ! Hey, Tom.
Is my mic not working?
Legend, John.
You're good. Go ahead.
Is my mic not working?
We can hear you now.
Okay, I'm sorry. When you play identity politics, this is the kind of stuff that you get. What makes Black men, I think, tick is less and less about Black and more about being a man. some things men just understand across the board. Jokingly, I would say a $50,000 marriage credit if you marry a white woman per year, plus a $80,000 mixed child tax credit. Mandatory paternity testing, federal mandatory paternity testing under the Make Sure It's Mine Act.
What the fuck?
I agree with that.
Wait, what?
Child support repayment under that bitch give me my money back act.
We know where 25% of Bob's salary went.
But I would say kind of you get a tax credit to marry a white woman, man. You're gonna make more mixed babies.
All right,
look.
man. All right. Well, okay.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Well, let me check my my account. Let me up.
You don't count, correct? But joking. Well, what I would say though is I kind of agree with Blacks. When you have good money chasing bad money, that money becomes bad money. What I would do is I would target certain institutions that have somewhat of a proven track record of helping Black men out, which is Black colleges, only the top, mainly Morehouse. But I would give money there. I would kind of have a program which, and I don't know how you do it, but you would say jail or public service. Instead of putting guys in jail, which they learn to be better criminals, if you will.
So jail of the Marine Corps, like that type of thing?
Yeah, but not military so much as, and I hate to say AmeriCorps, but something where you messed up and a misdemeanor, you're going to clean up.
That's a breeding criminals.
Yes, you're going to clean up roads for 6 months. And oh, by the way, you're going to learn how to read or something like that, something low level like that. But you really can't have an agenda for a community that is broken. I mean, you can give the best sneakers you want to, but if the guy has no legs, he can't run. So
I'm more of a the community is not broken kind of a guy. I don't believe that the community is broken because there's no community. The problem is
I'm trying to figure out what you mean by community.
They keep throwing money at a problem deliberately because it's twofold. It gives them the air of doing something altruistic, and lastly, it gives they're able to pave the pockets of those that they owe. That's what it's about every time.
But Blacks, let's look at it like this too. Like FEMA, just a few months ago, they said that they had money, right, to back up these storms. Now we don't, right? And now people are asking, where has the money gone, right? We're allocating these funds, under the guise of, we have these emergency resource funds, and we don't. You know what I mean?
I want to make sure that we get Juan and Universal in here. So Juan, go ahead.
I don't see what the point is in the examples that she put in the paragraph. And to me, it's almost like she's patronizing, like she's patting you on the head, like, here you go, little boy. Here you go, Juan. There's a nice little taco truck. Go sell tacos and pasteles. And here you go, Blacks Who Defy. Here's a lawnmower. I mean, that's what it feels like. And to me, what that does is it inadvertently puts a certain community of people into a box that in some cases they were not destined to be in, if that makes sense.
All right, Universal, and then we'll get back to, hold on, wait, let me see if he's still here. Bob said that the N-words cut him off. I think Bob dropped off. Sorry, Bob.
We Black. We cut you off.
Go ahead, Universal.
Yeah. It is a pat on the head because what else can we be offered at this point? Black men haven't created a political agenda to ask for anything constructive, so you get what you get. And Kamala said, "Here you go, little boy. Here's $20,000 in forgivable loans." If we look at urban Black communities across this country, millions of dollars are pumped through nonprofits. Literally, we have $1 million blocks that are there to help uplift the at-risk community, to use one of the terms they love to use, and nothing changes. Money is not the issue here. It's culture, and we have to do a cultural shift. And can that happen through institutions? Absolutely. But the way that they're currently structured, I don't think so. So that's my point right now.
Well, thank you.
I agree with that, Universal. I agree with that.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to read these last 2 bullet points because I don't want to keep you all for the round table. We are at 1 hour and 40 minutes almost. And so we will have to reconvene because we're only on page 3 and there's 9 pages. So that means 6 more to go. So I still want us to explore this, but before we wrap it up, so everybody else on the panel can comment. Tom Likas, we're glad you found us too. Welcome, Tom Likas. Welcome. And make sure you subscribe. To all of you that are in the building right now, if you have not hit the like button, hit it right now. It's free. Okay? It's free. So the next bullet point that we have from Kamala is expanding access to bank accounts and lending to help Black men build wealth. President Harris will also work with the private sector to expand access to affordable banking options that will allow Black men and others who are locked out of the banking system and the wealth building that comes with it because of high fees to save, invest, and build credit. She will also go after banks that slap on hidden fees for basic services. Not that she's going to do this for every American, but she's definitely going to do it for you Negroes, the Black men. Okay. Vice President Harris took on predatory lenders when she was an AG of California. She will stand up for Americans, Black male Americans, who are exploited by predatory lending practices by going after these scammers like the Nigerians and the Indians and requiring credit reports to exclude bad debt resulting from predatory lending practices. Now, what I would like to say before you all chime in is, hypothetically, I was born a male, a Black male, because I am a Black woman. I was born a male. And I decided that, hey, I was born in the wrong body. God was wrong. So I decided to chop off my penis and get some breast implants. And instead of being born as Patrick, I am now Portia. Well, I heard about Kamala's agenda for Black men. I don't want to be a woman anymore. I want to be a man again. Because I want to reap the benefits of Kamala's Black man agenda. Do I still get to participate? Or once I cut off my twig and berries, am I done and I am no longer eligible to participate in all of the benefits for the Black man agenda? I don't know. That was just a thought in my mind. But Blacks who defy, go ahead.
That was hilarious.
Me,
yes, you would be able to benefit because, according to everyone in the world, unfortunately, gender is fluid, right? So get to identify as.
Whoa.
So even though I was born as a woman, right, and I am a woman, so like I could identify as a man, and I could get in on this, right?
Exactly. Lastly, in terms of Black people who don't have access to a bank account. Let me ask you a question. What do you hold in your hand right now?
Cell phone.
Yeah. All right. So we all have a cell phone. We have the equivalent of, I don't know, several 100,000 libraries of Alexandria at our fingertips, or I'm probably understating that number by several orders of magnitude. But my point is, as long as you hold a cell phone, you have access to a bank account. Okay. And plenty of bank accounts don't carry any fees. Okay. I have several that don't currently, and they also don't require any nominal amount of money in order for me to retain its free, fee-free position. So I don't know what she's talking about there. And then in terms of
she's talking about CBDCs, bro. This is rhetoric for CBDCs right here.
Okay,
that is what this is. Okay.
My point is, that's where I'm getting. I'm saying she's wrapping up her true agenda in this smoke screen. You know, if you're breathing, you have access to one, and she's trying to proliferate an agenda that has nothing to do with what she's speaking. She wants to none of this, short and sweetly put, is for anybody that she's talking about. It's for others. Those are the beneficiaries, Black people, Black men especially. Please don't fall for this witch. And that's it.
All right, thank you, Blacks. We're gonna get to Juan. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, real quick. I just want to jump in and apologize. I'm sorry, everyone, for not. I had to take a phone call, and it kind of ran long. You know, life and friends of mine have longtime friends of life going on. So I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize, American man. This is a panel full of Black men, and we understand. You Black. There you go, Universal. He Black.
And he a tether.
Yeah.
We love him though.
Yeah,
right?
we do. So for everybody in the chat right now, those of you on the panel, with the exception of Rashu, who has been filling in for American Man, I chose a dedicated group of Black men that I respect, honor, I trust, and I really think very highly of them. And we have come together with our own little segment to talk about the perspective from Black conservative men. And I'm just here. I'm just reading stuff. So we have Blacks Who Defy, Juan, Universal Jones, an American Man. Salute to all of you. We had the opportunity to have Bob. Love you, Bob. We have Bob in here. We have Rashu up here, and it's been really great so far. We are at 1 hour and 46 minutes. If you have not hit the like, go ahead and do so. But we plan to do this at least once a week, and we will have different topics to bring to you. And maybe we will get to cover more of this week, but we're going to stop after this next bullet point before we hit that 2 hours, because I don't want to keep our panelists too long. So we're going to go ahead and have Juan respond, then Universal, then Rashu, and then American Man.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm going to go on ahead and jump out and just let you guys continue since I'm coming in on the tail end of it. Yeah, I'll be
come
in.
on, stay, man.
Yeah, you might go American Man, American Man. Just stay.
Stay, come on, man.
I'm just gonna jump out and just go ahead and head to bed. I got a meeting in the morning and whatnot. But yeah, I fully intended to come in. I'm sorry, man, but I had to take that phone call.
No, it's okay. We understand. It's no problem.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah. Hey, y'all made it back home finally.
Thank
you very much.
You guys keep up the great work and make sure you vote Kamala Harris 2024.
Kamala!
Don't accept apologies. Black men.
I was worried Stanley would have an aneurysm during that Brett Baer interview.
No.
You know how I didn't have an aneurysm?
Because he did listen to it. Ain't that right,
Stanley? No, I didn't even watch it.
Did he? Because I already knew that.
12th man, you know how I work. I don't deal with
what we not finished. Y'all
So
not finna
I
mess up
can't
my
have an
segment.
aneurysm if I don't watch the foolishness.
Y'all ain't
Well,
finna
real
mess
quick, let's
up
go
my
ahead and
little
finish.
segment. Let's go ahead and finish this. We got one more bullet point. We need to get through this bullet point. We have to get
And
one
we need a
universal and Rush.
decorated Navy officer.
And then we're gonna do
You
the
got
last
it figured out.
and then y'all can go ahead. Okay.
Oh, man.
All
It's a
right,
little
y'all keep
frustrating.
doing that to me. I ain't gonna have it. So Juan, go ahead.
Well, real quick, what I was going to say is what she's doing is she's going to create an artificial shortage on credit, on available credit, because what's happening,
out right when you get it.
real quick, what's going on is she's saying that she doesn't want people to not have access to credit because they had bad credit, right? They don't want to have access. She doesn't want them to not have access to banking because she has bad credit, and that can prohibit you from getting access to certain banks. Like if you have too many bad loans, you can have what's known as negative banking information, and the moment that happens, yeah, good luck getting another banking account or credit union account for a while. And in some cases, if you're habitual, like you have habitual bounce checks, things like that, it can be permanent, believe it or not. So what she's basically saying is all of the people that have messed up, all of the people that were not responsible with their credit, that were not responsible financially, should have access to all of the low interest rates that everybody else that actually behaved would have access to. And so as a result, the banks are going to be like, no, we're not going to have these bad loans on our balance sheets. We already did that when we had bad loans on these mortgages back in 2007 through 2009. And so as a result, what that's going to do is that's going to restrict banking, not necessarily at the whims of Kamala Harris, but it's going to be at the whims of the bank, just because they want to ensure that they have safe safe checking accounts, that they're going to have safe savings accounts, or they're going to require, secure checking, secure credit cards, things like that, from Black people and other quote unquote people of color. And that's where your shortage comes in. So she's actually going to, with her plan, she's actually going to make it worse for Black men and quote unquote other men in that regards.
Fascinating.
Hey, Universal. Thank you, Juan.
I've never met or engaged with a Black man that's had issues opening a bank account, cashing a check, or even finding a job. So yet again, I feel like this is one of those things that is belittling to Black men and minimizing our ability to be autonomous and do things for ourselves and have some level of agency. I think that Black men can open bank accounts, can get IDs, can find employment, and it's not this huge of a barrier as we are making it. Now, if they're talking about Black men who have criminal records, sure. If we're talking about Black men who can't have access to an ID for various different violation reasons, sure. But the majority of Black men can have these things. And why is yet again this the focus? Instead of focusing on how to help Black men actually do the things that we miss and that we have issues with. I don't think these are issues. These are non-issues. And she's talking to a specific person or people within the Black community that is not Black men. And I believe it's Black women.
Thank you, Universal. Rashu?
Yeah, so for me, I believe that this whole gangster type of mentality and this persona, this everybody's racist, we have it bad and all this other stuff. I think that that's manufactured. I think that that's like a CIA manufacturing. I think that's like an MK Ultra level type of manufacturing that has like played out over time, that has like kind of got us where we are, to be honest with you, if we want to throw our tinfoil hats on right now. But that's where I'm at with it. But I truly think that this Trump derangement that we have is a part of that MK Ultra type of thing. Like, they have trained us over time to think that, you know, certain behaviors are bad, which they're really not. So I'm not really trying to go really deep into that, but yeah, that's where I'm at with this whole deal right here. But this whole enabling black men for, you know, the financial innovation, I don't know, man. I think this shit is bullshit. I think this is just another social, what do you call it?
Well, thank you, Rashu. So for the last
Social
bullet point,
welfare thing. I'm
the
sorry.
last no, you're
Brain.
fine. The last bullet point that we will cover tonight, because I want to make sure that all of our wonderful panelists have the time to get to bed because they have other things to do. We're going to take care of this, and I also want to thank you all for being here and for showing up and for actually saying yes whenever I reached out to you guys and asked y'all, hey, do y'all think this is a good idea? Would y'all like to do this with me? So shout out to you guys. I truly appreciate y'all for this. This means a lot. And then
Any time of day or night, for sure. We love you much.
Thank you, 12th man. And this means a lot, especially for the Black conservative and then or the Black male perspective, whether you're conservative or not, even though I
don't
handpicked you
count,
guys.
I'm white.
It's okay, 12th man. That's okay. I'm actually I'm very proud and I'm
special.
thankful and I'm honored to have all of you here with me and with the rest of the show tonight. So for the last bullet point, enabling Black men who hold digital assets to benefit from financial innovation. Hold on, let me fix that really quick. All right, because we have to keep it going. More than 20% of Black Americans own or have owned cryptocurrency assets. Vice President Harris appreciates the ways in which new technologies can broaden access to banking and financial services. She will make sure owners of and investors in digital assets benefit from a regulatory framework so that Black men and others who participate in this market are protected. So before I get to Blacks Who Defy, I find this last sentence interesting, because this agenda is for Black men, or so I thought. And just in case I'm wrong, I want to make sure I scroll back up to the top. Oh, Vice President Harris will deliver for Black men. She will provide the tools to Black men to build wealth, support their families, and lead in their communities. However, for this most recent bullet point, along with others, I'm just calling it out now because this is the last bullet point of the evening. She said she will make sure owners of and investors in digital assets benefiting from a regulatory framework so that Black men and others who participate in this market are protected. So it sounds like this agenda is just not for Black men. I don't know. I could be wrong. Blacks Who Defy. What are your thoughts? Go ahead.
I think Universal Jones hit it on the head earlier when he said others means people who are not Black, people who are not men. You will be competing. You'll be competing with white women because they are a minority too. You'll be competing with Mexicans. You'll be competing with illegal aliens. And that's fine.
And homosexuals?
And especially homosexuals. But if that's if that is your agenda, then why not just say it? I'll tell you why. Because she knows she's put her foot in her mouth when it comes to Black men. And she's trying to say this. If it's as Black men,
hey bro,
the messages.
Oh, breaking up again.
And I'm sorry.
Breaking up, Black.
As far as hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
As far as Black men, these messages, this agenda is not for us whatsoever, and nor would I want it to be. You know, it's platitudinous, and when it comes to access to cryptocurrency or technologies surrounding it, I don't see how black men don't have access to that. Is she saying we're not pioneering it? Is that what she means to say, or maybe we're not crypto billionaires or something?
She's trying to reach. She's trying to reach the black men who are into crypto, who have the money, who can fund the outreach for the Kamala Harris, campaign.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But my point is where don't black men have the access? I end on a question.
No. Everything
No,
she
no,
said about that is bullshit.
Exactly.
But, and then she's also trying to hone in on the fact that black men are a heavy part of crypto. There's not a heavy demographic of black men that's a part of crypto. It's very few far in between of people in general. Not even black men. You don't have to put a color on it. Just anyone.
Yes.
Well, before we hit that 2-hour mark, I want to make sure that we get Juan and Universal in there. I want to keep true to time. Go ahead, Juan.
I think it's vague. That those two statements are vague and ambiguous. What do you mean by men securing crypto? Do you mean getting rid of the taxes on crypto, which is what started in it started for tax year 2021. So a lot of that people started having to report regarding cryptocurrency in 2022. Is that what you mean? If that's the case, then there was a solution. How about not pass the bill, which Kamala Harris broke the tie on in favor of, that required us to report crypto? And not only that, but if it's the latter, if it's what Blacks you're talking about and Rashu you were talking about, then maybe not put an arrest warrant for the guy that's what's his name, Satoshi Nakamoto or whatever the heck his name is, his code name is. Maybe not put an arrest warrant out for him, which would literally bankrupt crypto overnight, would bankrupt Bitcoin overnight because the value would drop to damn near zero overnight. To me, in other words, Kamala Harris is making empty promises that not only would she not follow through on, but it would be impossible for her to do so.
Thank you, Juan. Universal, we're going to end with Universal. So staying true to time for about that 2 hours. And of course, everyone is free to stay on the panel. Of course, leave after this and, do whatever it is you need to do. And we are going to reconvene so we can finish going through this. But we're going to end with Universal. Final words, Universal.
Yeah, I'll make mine short and concise. I agree with Rashu here. There is not a large percentage. I highly question this, even 20% of Black Americans who are partaking in any cryptocurrencies. This is an area of growth and development for Black people. I do not think this should be a part of her agenda, as Black folks can't even get our regular digital banking stuff together. Apparently, we can't even go to banks. We go to check cash in places. So getting into crypto seems like a whole foreign entity for many of the Black folks that I know. I don't know why this is in the agenda. I think we have a lot more development to go. And I hope that whoever wins the presidency can help us get our financial situation together. This is not it for me. Or as the Black women like to say, it's not giving.
It's not giving. It's not giving. I want to say thank you to all of you that came and for our roundtable. This is not the last time. This is the first time. So it seems to have gone very well. I want to continue this and then the other many topics that we will have and all of that. So before we continue on with the rest of Unscripted Nights, I hope you guys have your bandages for those swollen, bleeding, cotton picking fingers. Thank you so much for coming, for being here, for spending 2 hours of your evening with us. If you guys are going to stay, go ahead and stay. And if you have to go, that is fine too. Anybody else that is on the panel you guys can go ahead and
God bless
chime
I have to
in.
go to the bathroom.
Have a good night, Blacks and Rashu and
All
Juan.
right, stay blessed, everybody.
Thank you so much. See you guys.
Portia, I had
Hey.
something happen. I had something happen to me this week that almost brought tears to my eyes. My two daughters told me that they are still saying the Pledge of Allegiance in school. I was like, damn it. You know what? That's amazing. Now, my oldest child, she's only doing it on Mondays. But my middle child, she's doing it every day in school. And I said, I picked the right school district for my kids. God bless America.
God bless America. Amen.
Amazing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
Absolutely.
I want to ask, what is "it's not giving" mean? I've never heard that term.
Oh, do you want me to do black talk? I can do black talk. You know, I am a code switching Negro.
In short, it
is
means
not
I'm
giving.
not satisfied.
It is not giving. Is code switching for mostly black women and LGBTQI plus black males. For this does not resonate with me. This does not connect with me. I am not relating to this topic, dynamic, or situation. That's what it is not giving means. Do you need any further definition?
It doesn't
use
resonate.
it. Use it in a sentence.
That sounds legitimate. It doesn't
Sure, I can use
resonate.
it in a sentence.
Go ahead, Universe. Go ahead.
The potato salad at the work potluck is not giving. There's raisins in the potato salad. It is not giving.
Are you serious? You guys gotta be trolling me right now.
Would you like another?
Are you serious?
He's giving you visuals.
Oh no, I'm dead serious. Would you like another sentence, sir?
Yes, please, yes.
When the white woman asked to pronounce my name for me at our meeting, I told her my name was Tanika, and she could not pronounce my name. It was not giving inclusion. It was not giving belonging. It was not giving diversity. It was giving white supremacy.
Are you serious?
What book are you reading?
I'm reading the book of
Negroese.
Black Negro
in
2024 and beyond.
Why are you talking like that?
Because that's how they talk in my environment.
Negro.
It is not giving, sir.
It's not giving. It's not giving.
Portia, would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. I totally would.
Absolutely.
Would.
You know,
Thank you,
That
sis.
was
Oh my god. Thank
entertaining.
you, sis. Oh my god.
Thank you, Universal Jones, for proving to me
What
that
up,
I am
Stanley, nigga? What
disconnected
up?
from the Negro.
Man,
Tough guy just jumping in without any context. It's not giving. It's not giving.
Man,
It is
say
not giving.
something.
And tough guy, you come in here so rough with your Negro language and your profanity. It's making me
Portia.
very uncomfortable. I am not.
Don't talk like that with Mavity. Don't talk
I'm a
like
good
that.
guy, man.
I'm not in a safe space.
You'll get more mad.
My nigga
My
Crack in the
masculinity
building.
is being challenged.
What up,
I'm
Crack?
so Universal. Thank you so much, Universal.
My
You
nigga
keep
Crack.
talking like that, you're gonna mess around and turn somebody on.
Universal,
Be
thank you
careful.
so much for proving to me that
Whoa,
I'm no
Mella.
longer.
Whoa. Mella.
Oh,
Whoa.
What
I
did you
didn't
say,
even know
Miller?
that. I've never heard that. Thank the Lord, I've
And
never heard
somebody
that.
roll up on us like that in South Memphis, man, be like, what's up with this little gay clown?
It's not giving, 12 man. It's not giving.
It's not giving.
It's
sir.
not giving.
It's not.
It's not.
So, Portia, you must hear this a lot at school.
Of course, I hear it all day long.
Oh my God.
He was about to do a full imitation. I just would warn against it.
I get the
Don't do
first.
that.
I get the first part, but like the second part that you just showed us, like it's not giving.
The potato salad part was cute. That was
giving.
entertaining. That was cute. But then he really got into it, and he was about to go full theatrical mode. And I was like, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not because it will offend somebody, but because
Ma'am?
you don't know who's listening, and it might turn somebody on.
Excuse
Be
me, ma'am.
careful.
You just assume my
Yeah.
pronouns.
Well, you're right, Melon.
I am not a he.
Unfortunately.
I am a zim zer, and you need to watch yourself.
And it's
Okay?
not giving.
And
I
it's
like
not giving,
It's not
ma'am.
giving. Yeah.
I've even heard. Here's
Well
what I heard people utilize the word demure incorrectly.
Oh my God! Not
we're
the
very
demure.
demure here. Okay, we're educated. We are blacknificent, and we are demure. Okay, and it is giving.
I've just never in my life, man. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me away from Negroes. Thank you. Negroology, Negro speak.
Couldn't you say
That's
that?
just California
This is my
talking.
first
That's
time
normal
hearing
California
blacknificent.
speech.
This is like my very first time, and I'm not a young woman, so
Sis,
blacknificent. I should have thought about that years ago.
sis, queen. You need to tap into your chakras,
Oh my
and you
God.
need to tap into your blackness and
I
live
mean, I've
that
heard this
melanated,
stuff.
radiant life that you are
Russell,
all
come over
about.
here, come over to LA, man. You'll fit right in and talking like that.
You need to get some sage.
For sure.
Your sage. Use your sage. We got to keep the spirits
That's
out.
right. Burn that sage, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see, I've heard all this stuff. I just had never heard someone say the phrase, "It's not giving."
Right, John. This is not natural,
Dude,
sir. I am in character mode.
And that to me, it sounds like psycho nigger babble. The term I coined.
You sure did, and it has spread like wildfire. By the way, salute to
It
you.
did. Psycho nigger babble.
Black Rick. Once you said that, Black Rick says, "You know what? I like that black."
Yeah, when I said that,
Don't like it black.
Well, y'all grew up in a different era than me because some of the best lessons and life lessons I ever learned were from black folks. And I guess.
But that's not. But see that's not the point. 12th man. We understand that. I agree with that. But the major issue here is that it's not giving. That's the major issue.
Because it's not blacks. It's not giving.
I heard terms online that I wanted definitions for. I can understand your plight.
That is crazy to me.
This is not a plan. This is a movement. And you need to join it. Okay?
You just don't want to leave this panel ignorant. You want to know what does the phrase mean.
No,
I get it.
Ignorant is what Tough Guy and Solid Snake do every day. That's ignorant.
Oh my God!
What I'm doing is demure.
No, the guy that didn't know.
It sounds like Melanie.
I'm referring to the guy that didn't know.
I'm just indigenous to my community, my local community. You can't fault me for that. I am not worldly like you.
Sir, you are a product of your environment, and I apologize for that. White supremacy has put you in a subjective state, sir. I am sorry.
What subjective state do you think I'm in?
Sir, you have mold on your ceiling, sir.
I got what?
I am sorry.
And you're getting riled up, man. Oh no.
Yeah, but Solid Snake throwing beer cans at the wall here in a minute.
Snake, I understand
Blackwiser.
that
He's
you have
drinking Blackwiser.
corn
Not
syrup in your
Budweiser,
diet, sir.
Blackwiser.
You need to eat some avocado toast.
Avocado toast?
Sir? Sir? You are dehydrated, sir? I know you have high blood pressure. You are black, sir.
But I agree with what you said earlier. I agree with a lot of things you said. That's why I ain't said nothing. And well, yeah, you make it
Solid
sound better
Snake.
than I do.
Just fucking with you, Solid Snake.
Solid Snake, go roll up a joint, nigga.
Go drink your Blackwiser.
Because we are allowing.
It must be warm or something.
You are coming to our country for opportunity to take
Somebody
your
give
job.
him a cold one.
Your
He needs a
black job
cold
is
one.
taken. I understand. I'm sorry.
He's not drinking a warm beer. He wants a cold beer.
Listen,
Solid
if
Snake
his
don't
refrigerator
smoke
doesn't
that
work, I
devil's
understand
lettuce.
why. He can't pay his
Why my
bills.
refrigerator won't work? How you know I can't repair a refrigerator? What the hell is wrong with this young man? You
Solid
were so
Snake.
Oh,
much
your landlord.
like an idiot.
You live in
You were
Louisiana,
so
sir.
much
I understand.
Oh,
That
yeah,
is a
mine
very
are so
repressive state. It's repressing your blackness. You're not allowed to be a real black man there because of the
Can't
white
even keep
supremacy.
his own beard
Hey, man,
cold,
hold
working man.
on. I tell you what, did you like, share, and subscribe this stream? Because I like, share, and subscribe every time I join the panel.
I share,
I
I
give
subscribe,
my
and I donated to
community,
John
which
Galt.
is on
He's a
Facebook, an
handsome
opportunity
black
to see
gentleman.
my ideas and viewpoints. They see it every day at work. They
I
see
love
the
your black minds.
restrain
I
me.
love your black
They
mind.
see the restrain me. You
No, sir,
get
we
to
don't want
see
to
the real
restrain
me.
you. We want to
And
free
this is
all you
how
black
and everybody know me. I
to
talk this
live
way
your
at
black
work,
lives.
man.
Because your black lives matter.
I'm pro-Trump. And you can say what you want about MAGA niggas.
Trump? What do you mean, Trump?
But
Trump hurts my feelings. Slow down, sir.
Trump is just
Slow down.
not giving. Trump is not giving.
Trump is not giving anything but headaches,
if you
problems.
look, man.
Trump is not demure.
Look, man, you can be in the hood, and I wouldn't let you around my kids. I'm
Sir,
gonna let you know
sir,
that right
I did
now.
not go to the hood. I volunteered
I have
at the
no
local food
idea
show.
what type of
Blacks
educational
only, by the way.
system we
Blacks
come from
only.
as an African
Can you
American
imagine
community.
this guy in your house
Just run around
at
hollering
midnight?
God
Ma'am, I am in
yelling like
everyone's
this?
home. I am universal.
Sunday. Come on, man.
You understand? I'm here for everyone.
This is hilarious. I have to say.
It's super
This is
hilarious.
Black lives matter, and all you black folks on this panel, I love you, and I want you to know that I
He
care.
is so eloquent in
Knock it off,
I'm eloquent. Thank you, sir. Solid.
You're starting to
Solid.
sound
Thank
too
you for
good.
recognizing my intelligence, but you are black, sir. You are supreme to me.
I said it once and I said it again. I want him and the black conservatives to get together and do a podcast one day, man. That should be awesome.
Ooh, that sounds like a good time. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Me and a bunch of conservatives.
And then American man just call in. So I ain't gonna lie, I heard the dude
Portia, this might be a good time to promote the Halloween contest. I'm getting all riled up. Portia. I'm getting all riled up.
We got more views.
Right.
I'm like old boy on YouTube, man. They nerfing our numbers, bro. I'm
Look
telling
at these beauties on the screen. We got referees. They're SWAT witches. We got sleeping beauty. We got cowboys and nurses. Ooh, it's getting spooky out here, baby. Let's go. October 31st. Halloween beauty battle for all you baddies. Come out to Halloween.
You sound like every other queer black dude.
We are giving on Halloween. We're not just giving out sweetie. We're giving out cash money. Come get that rent paid, baby. Come get that rent paid.
It's demure.
It is too demure. It is too fabulous. We are here, sweetie.
Come here, dog.
Solid Snake, calm down. Your blood pressure is too high. We don't want you to die, sir. Drink some water. We are doing Hunted Hotties Halloween Battle, baby. October 31st, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Come get that money, ladies.
Hey, man.
Hold up, they paying?
They paying.
We paying.
Hey, they tipping them bad boys, putting that money in that cash app. What's up? It's so demure.
Get in.
Hey, y'all niggas know that Big Meat got out of jail, nigga.
This is
Big Meat out of
simultaneously.
jail now, nigga.
All right, I'm off this. Oh,
Y'all know who Big Meat is, right?
This
Big Meat.
Yeah, we know who Big Meat is.
Bring those spooky vibes.
Yeah, nigga out of jail.
The John Galt YouTube channel is hosting the
Oh, he
ultimate
got out,
sexy,
bro.
Yeah, nigga,
Y'all mute.
and you can win over $300.
Yeah, Big
I followed that.
That's right. First place
I
takes
followed
home the
that whole
biggest
Shut up,
prize.
niggas.
But don't worry, second and third place will still score big. It's easy to enter. Dress to impress, flaunt your most creative, sexy, or daring costume, and show up to the live stream during the evening of October 31st, which is a Thursday. Come on over on Halloween and flaunt your very best. and enter your chance to win the grand prize. Let your imagination run wild. You can be a witch, a vampire, a ghost, a nurse, a cheerleader, anything goes. The more unique and bold, the better. Winners will be crowned based on creativity, style, and those spooky Halloween vibes.
Stanley gonna win. He gonna be fat out.
Home the glory. So what are you waiting for? Get your costumes ready now and come on over to win that prize on the John Galt YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, follow the contest rules, and you could be walking away with cash and bragging rights. This Halloween is not just about tricks and treats. It's about winning big on the YouTube channel, The Urban Landlord. It's the only place doing this. Let's have some fun, let's have some laughs, and let's have a spooky good old time. See you there.
Let's go. Y'all make sure y'all are in the building.
Let's go.
Stanley gonna win. Portia, he gonna be fat out.
Portia is gonna win.
Hey.
Can't do nothing with you.
Hey, I'm gonna come dressed as Fat Albert.
Ain't that right, Stanley?
Tough guy, you gotta come in blackface though.
Well,
Nigga, I'm black. I'm black like a motherfucker, nigga.
Yeah, he's super black. I mean, Tough Guy is as black as it gets. Ain't that right, Tough Guy?
Yeah, I'm
Tough
straight.
man gotta
Nigga.
come in blackface.
Hey man, I'm a nigga, but nigga, when it come to money or the judge or the court, nigga, I could be a white boy, quick than a motherfucker.
Code switching.
You know,
Hey, yo, say earlier, you gotta come. You gotta show
Faster than in a hurry, nigga. You won't hear a nigga come out my mouth, nigga, at all. Like, yes, sir. Yeah, so I was thinking if you can make this reciprocal, it'd be great to come into your process.
About
and
as much
actually
as
do
I
it.
had dressed as
That's
boys
not-
and girls.
sound very cold switchy.
Okay, like you about to rob a bank.
Oh shit.
Alaska National, get ready.
That's one of them. That's that set it off mask.
Exactly.
But he got a United States flag on it.
Man, that's the
And you
bad
gotta get closer so you can see the
So,
eyebrows.
what did he say?
Yeah, that's what I thought. The purge.
What did John say?
Purge.
Yeah, the set it off mask was just a clear one.
I ain't wearing no man.
It was
like
kind
that.
of
My
like
glasses
almost
too
see through.
thick. It ain't gonna fit. I gotta just.
Hey, you could shoot the fuck out of somebody with that mask though.
Blacks, you got the pump
That
black.
shit, hey, that mask look like death, nigga. Somebody come up on you with that. That's the last thing you see before you die.
Tough guy, give me 1 second. Okay, Solid Snake, you said your grass is too thick for you to wear a mask. Is that what you
I
said?
said my glasses are too thick for me to wear.
Oh, your
masks
glasses.
like
I thought you said your grass. I'm like, what your grass
no, my
got to do?
glasses, man. I'm on
Say,
18
we're gonna
Wi-Fi, man. I see
got
mobile
telescopes.
started messing up. I don't know what's going on.
Universal, did he say you gotta show some skin for the win? Did you put that in there?
I'm back on 18.
Say that one more time, Blacks.
Nigga, you know who you could be, Solid Snake? Have you seen Bad Boys?
Universal.
You could be John Sally,
I
nigga.
don't know what the. I can't hear nobody.
You
What did
know who
Black
John Sally is?
John.
I said Universal. Didn't John say you have to show some skin for the win?
Oh yes.
He could be
Now that's John. John
He
is one
would
of the
have to put
judges.
any costume on. He could be Clarence
We
Thomas.
get one and I mean, okay. Blacks
You know.
and then Universal. What did y'all say? Y'all know, okay, forgive us in the chat. Y'all know we black except for 12th
We
man.
black.
Crack is actually, he's an honorary Negro. He
Crack honorary black.
I
was honorary black.
Solid Snake, what do you think about dressing up as Clarence Thomas?
Okay, hold on.
Oh Jesus.
Universal and Blacks had a question for each other. Can they answer it?
I agree
You
with
know what?
No.
I'm
Portia, you got to take people down. Can't nobody hear you, Portia. You got to take them down.
Go ahead.
Hey man, get this ugly nigga off the screen. Nigga, damn.
I'm gonna get Tough Guy out of here too. Go ahead, Universal and Blacks really
Black,
quick.
ask your question again, sir. Sorry.
What I said was, didn't John say
Halloween early?
show some skin for the win?
Down, Portia.
Man up out of here too for a minute. Go ahead.
Yet again.
Oh my God. You have to show some skin for the win. That's what John said. That's all I was saying. That's all.
Yes, John did say showing some skin to win. Now, John is a judge, so he's letting you know where his bias is.
Yeah.
Now,
We know where
White
everybody-
John Galt has already called out my bias, which I did not deny. And he said, you're just pulling for Lolo. Yes. But at the same time, I'm going to keep it fair and balanced because I'm an equal opportunist when it comes to these ladies. Okay.
Who else is the judge?
We have Garion. We have HB2M.
Garion.
And probably another honorary Negro to join the stage. But listen here, we're not going to have too many judges.
John. It's going to be Stanley, Crack, John, Universal, Garion, and HB. Yep.
And I think Stanley's going to be the fairest.
Will Ava be there? Will Ava be there? Crack.
Got her on there. That's the first people. Ruby should be there too. Ruby, Ava.
Oh,
it's a loaded cast.
Yep. Shout out to Garion. Garion is the one who came up with this.
Yes.
He had this idea.
Garion.
And I have 14 girls confirmed already. And it's going to keep growing.
Man, listen.
Will Kimmy Cake be there?
Oh, yes, she will.
Kimmy Cakes.
Kimmy Cakes.
San Jose. Lolo.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know. We have Grace, Kimmy, Lolo, Virgo, San Jose here for the tea. We have Beta, we have Ava, we have Angie, Molove, Ruby, Cheapo, and Nova.
That sounds like an all-star cast right there. It's going to be a good night. Please donate. Hit Portia's Cash App. Let her know it's for the Halloween contest. We have about $450 now. We are trying to raise $1,500. So please hit that Cash App. Donate today.
Yep.
Any dollar amount counts. Let's support these ladies because they are supporting us.
$1.
That's
Any
what's
dollar.
up.
Shout
And
out
this
to
was-
Samuel. Shout out to Samuel. He said, of course, this is Garion's idea. Thank you, Samuel, because you
Hey,
know.
Mel, will you participate?
I
not
donated.
Let's
Portia, you
Garion
start
his
putting me in the
flowers.
back now. You starting to act like John Jr. You putting me up. You trying to
You
get
know
me
what?
out of here?
Because you Negroes, y'all talk through commercials. You talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Okay.
I'm a nigga for real. Okay.
Shout out to Garion with the all-star idea that we built on a Sunday. He thought it was a bad idea. It was an amazing idea. Shout out to Garion. That's the guy right there.
Hey, will Mella?
Garion.
Oh, this is the greatest show in the history of shows.
We brought.
Oh my god!
Well, baby, shake it. Let's go. Let's go with that. Look at that
Hey,
flat
Rob.
back supreme right there.
That was my best moment.
I recognize that voice.
What the fuck was that?
That was
the rap battle night.
Oh man, that was such a classic, man. We
That
have some
was-
classic streams on the show.
Yeah,
I
that was
appreciate
such a good production.
What the hell was that,
We
man?
stream 24 hours, so I'm
Mic
planning on
drop.
upload it tomorrow because that was truly incredible. It really was. You know what?
Mic drop.
White John.
Can't argue with the numbers. The numbers are the numbers. Drake knows the business. It's all about the singles. Damn, what happened?
Now you got me like in my Ja Rule kind of mode, Django. Like just talk about like rap music. One of my favorite songs of Ja Rule was "Put It On Me." I die if you ain't with me. So baby girl, put it on me. What would I do without you? I only think about you. I just tired and lonely. So baby girl, put it on me, on me.
10 more seconds and Ja Rule get a screen for this. Keep going.
Who would I be without my baby? Without on my break, man. I don't wanna go crazy. So every thug needs a lady, lady.
I think Ja Rule just got paid for that way.
We are back. Let's go.
The theme song whenever I show up on screen.
Every time I see Angel singing that damn song, I think of Portia. That's Portia's favorite.
Gary and I thought done a great job on mic drop the other night. Thank you, Gary.
Yeah, shout out to Gary.
Great job.
Shout out to
And
Gary.
White John Galt, yes, I know I did contribute a lot to the idea, but we got to give Gary and his credit. You know, I'm not gonna take credit. I'm gonna give it to Gary. But yeah, I added a lot to it, sure.
So will Mella be
Where the fuck
participating?
Stanley punk ass go? Stanley.
Where the fuck you at, nigga?
I'm element of surprise, darling.
I'm
He's
here.
not a
If you
punk
want to
ass.
go in the
I'm
Halloween
here just
costume,
I'm the
listening.
element of surprise. That's all you need to realize.
okay, there we go. Melon may pop up with
All right.
something. I like
All
that.
right.
John God, I smell something fishy.
I'm actually
Don't
here.
be disappointed if your dreams don't come through.
You sleep over there, nigga? Or what?
Just know that I'll always be true to you.
Okay.
I'm the element of surprise.
And I love you, Mella.
Hey y'all, when y'all go to
And
the
I
casino,
love you,
what game do
Beast
y'all play
Mella.
when y'all go to the
What the
casino?
hell stuff guy talking about? The casino. Blackjack.
Did he
Blackjack.
answer this question before? Man, it's not some bullshit.
Blackjack?
Shout out to those bars.
That's the one that actually everybody. Well, blackjack is the one you can win off of the most, actually.
Yeah.
I said war.
What's the best casino you've been to?
Man, that's pretty. War. Yeah.
They ain't got no damn war at the casino.
They
nigga.
no, there was. Oh man, I've been to a casino where they did have it. It was stupid.
No way. Where the fuck is that at?
It was the dumbest shit I
I
ever
played
saw.
war.
How do you
Nigga, what
bet on it?
casino you talking about, nigga? You lying.
Man, I don't remember, man. I
Portia,
forgot now.
it's getting unhinged, Portia.
Listen. I played war at Walker Hill Casino in South Korea, which is a really big casino out there. I also played war when I was in Seattle at what the hell name was this casino? I can't remember. But the point that I'm making is that I played at several, and it's
Okay.
a 50-50 chance game.
I know they got
and it's the
roulette,
only thing that
nigga.
I'm going to play. Oh yeah, roulette as well. Roulette's a good game to play.
Or craps.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't like craps. It's
crap.
too.
I like
I like roulette because it's only a number and or a color, so I'm good with that.
It's a table you go to. That's why I like it. If it's a good table, it's fun. I just like it because it's fun. Environment, you know.
Okay,
I like
cool. I want to.
I like fucking with the slots, nigga. You just got to know the rhythm of them motherfuckers.
slots
Them
are
bitches
fine
be
too,
hitting.
yeah.
I like nickel, dime, any quarter, dollar among friends.
Who you calling
You know?
a nickel?
Yeah, you do. You gotta just do the max bet. You gotta know when to max bet. You gotta just.
Yeah,
It's
so
like
who
an
here knows how to
algorithm
play
with that
spades?
shit. You gotta
Just
know
Who here
how to
knows how
play
to play?
friends, you
Because
know.
with the
Wait, what?
machines, you could tap it
I don't
and you
go
could
to
make it
I
stop.
said, who here knows how to play spades?
I do.
Nigga, all the black people.
I know how to play spades.
What
Portia
rules?
don't know how to
Realize
play.
it's popular
What
blacks
rules?
until like
Nigga, if you black, you play spades, nigga.
it was either
Portia
spades
don't know
or
how to play spades.
If you've been to prison, you play spades.
Or dominoes.
Which
Hey,
rules?
does going to prison make you black, man?
And I declare war.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, I
You
just
tell
said.
me. You know how to
Nigga,
play.
my daughter be beating the fuck out of me when it come to that Uno though, nigga. She be
12
fucking
man
obliterate my ass. I be like, man, your ass is a
in
cheating ass,
prison
man.
and knows how to
Cheat.
play spades. Does that make him black?
I bet I can beat you at chess. And
I don't
what
know
do you
how.
want to bet?
I don't know how to play spades, so apparently I'm not black.
Yeah, you ain't very smart anyway.
Oh, that would make me more black than you.
Do you know how to play dominoes, nigga?
You just
Yeah.
type in spades.
Stanley, you play dominoes, nigga?
I play
Never
dominoes.
played it.
What? You haven't played? Oh man, you don't play.
It's
You don't even know how to play dominoes, nigga?
Stanley.
No,
I got
nigga, I don't.
dominoes right here.
Who knows how to play
Stanley.
war?
That's fucked up, nigga. We gotta teach Stanley how to play
I
dominoes,
play
nigga.
spades, I can play dominoes,
Hey,
I can
hey,
play.
Portia, put up a
Wait,
motherfucking video showing niggas how to play
man.
dominoes, nigga.
I want to hear 12th man declare his blackness. Go
Oh,
ahead,
let's
12th
go
man.
12 man.
Well, 12th man is kind of black. He blacker than your ass.
He isn't even kind of black, and maybe he should realize that. Stop declaring your
We
black.
can't let you leave this live stream without knowing how to play dominoes, Stanley.
Yeah,
You know
nigga, you
what?
got. Hey, Portia,
Get him,
can you
Melon.
Don't
please
you
show this
ever
nigga how to play
try to
dominoes on a
Dominoes,
video
that's
right
fine.
quick, man?
12th man, and then I can move on to you, Mella.
Straight up, nigga. How you not?
Oh,
How
you
do you
want to
not? It's
move
only
on
you
me?
count by five, nigga. You don't know how to count, nigga.
You know you want to move
How
on
the
me.
fuck you don't know how to
No,
count,
Yeah,
nigga?
12th
This nigga don't know how to count to five, nigga.
They'll
You don't
be
know how to count
moving
by
on my
five, nigga.
woman now,
Oh,
Stanley. That's my
please.
girl.
You know, 5,
12th
10,
man.
15, 20, nigga. You know.
Man, you've been to prison. you know how to play spades, and you got a black roll.
That's not true.
You
That's
sound like
not
a
true.
Portia, please get this
Can
nigga a
you
tutorial on
elaborate,
dominoes,
Stan?
nigga. God damn.
See, Stanley was an officer, so
This
he
some
was too
bullshit,
smooth.
No,
nigga. This nigga Stanley don't know how to play
officer has
He
dominoes,
knows
said,
how
nigga.
to play chess,
I
no doubt.
want to hear
That's a Bob.
man
He knows how to play
Bob, are
chess,
you
no
hearing this?
doubt.
Are you hearing
his
this, Bob?
platitude.
Nope.
Y'all, welcome to Unscripted Nights, where we have a lot of Negroes and a couple of non-Negroes on the panel.
Up,
Shout out to
man.
y'all for being here. You know, we ain't got no script.
Non-Negro.
We just, we just kind of have a good time. And we just found out that Stanley doesn't know how to play dominoes.
Dominoes,
Black
nigga. What the fuck? I bet you even Bob know how to play dominoes with his white ass. Hey,
12th
Bob,
man,
nigga, you know how to play
declare your
dominoes,
Stanley,
Bob?
Stanley, I'm not
Ask
gonna let
Bob
that
if
on
he
me.
know how to play
Stanley, I ain't
dominoes,
gonna let you
nigga.
put that on me.
I bet you that nigga Bob know how to play dominoes, nigga.
I'm just kidding, Chris.
Okay, the question is, do any of you know how to play chess?
No, the question is 12th man black?
No, he definitely ain't black. I was just fucking around. 12th man, I'm sorry, nigga. You ain't black, nigga.
That's
He
right.
black.
I know I'm not black.
You're
Can't
black.
All right.
say no.
I can't do you like that, nigga. You gonna get beat
You
up,
must
nigga.
overrun a
I grew
woman.
up in a black neighborhood.
You
I
can't
grew
go.
up
I
with
can't do
black.
you like that, 12 man. You my homie.
I grew up
Oh, and by the way,
11 and 11
the
was
Y'all, it's
next
black.
so funny
person
because like
I
12,
want to
Solid Snake just
hear
re-hollered
from
in the
Jane
background.
Way. Jane
Bob
Way,
don't know how to play dominoes neither.
Jane Way in the
Everybody
chat.
listen to this song.
He's black.
Bob from Memphis.
I
Bob.
bet
Jane Way,
Stanley can play chess.
come on up,
Oh, he
Jane
lying.
Way.
Okay, Bob lying.
You can
Bob
join
capping.
12th
Stanley
man.
can
Hold on,
play
everybody.
chess.
What is
Bob
Solid
capping?
Snake trying to
Yeah.
say? Let's Solid Snake say something.
Shades
He's
of
trying to say
dominoes.
something.
Bob, stop lying.
Solid, what you trying to say, Solid?
You know how to play dominoes, nigga?
Can he turn his mic up?
Jane Way, do you
Portia?
know how to play dominoes? Jane Way in the chat. Come on up.
Yes.
Virgo can teach you how to play dominoes.
What's up? What's up?
Portia, please put on a
Tough
tutorial
guy.
on dominoes.
Give me 1 second, tough guy. I'll do it in just a
Please,
second.
my
I'm trying
nigga,
to get
please.
used to
This is ridiculous.
Stanley, the only question
You
is,
count
man,
to
and this
five,
is the
nigga. You don't know how to
question.
count to five, nigga? God
Wait,
damn.
Virgo, do you really want to ask that question?
Yeah.
This is the question that's gonna get you voted off the island. Stanley. Motherfucker.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
Can you play spades?
Ooh.
I think we've
No.
already established
He
that.
already admitted he can't.
I've literally never played
Oh,
spades.
okay. I'm sorry. I
Never
wasn't
played
on
dominoes.
here for that.
Oh, you
All I
wasn't here
said,
for
all I
spades?
heard was you can't play dominoes.
Nope.
Now here's a reverse
Can't
question.
play
Can your
dominoes
husband
either.
Oh,
Virgo
here
play
comes the
spades?
new black man.
Can your
Can you do it in your gay black man voice?
Shut up,
here?
black stupid.
Even my husband could play spades. Are you ashamed?
Oh, Stanley, she's getting you out of here. Yeah, he's a regular white dude too. He can play spades.
Stanley is more white than I am.
Oh, y'all taught regular white dude married to Virgo?
Mm-hmm.
Stanley is the example of the bigotry of low
Have you not
expectations.
even heard my husband, Stanley?
People that go to prison.
Solid Snake is going to interrupt.
Bigotry of low expectations. Will it validate your whole argument?
I think
Here we go.
is going to say.
Here we go.
So Stanley, you never had a fried bologna sandwich either, have you?
Stanley, have you had a fried bologna sandwich? Stanley, have you had a fried bologna sandwich?
The only man who knows blackness on the planet is Solid Snake.
I expect better, brother.
Stanley, have you had a fried bologna sandwich?
Hey, Lee was right. It's 6, actually. You gotta count to 6. Big 6.
There's a
Starts with big
difference
6.
between a regular bologna sandwich and a fried bologna sandwich.
No, man, that's a victimhood mentality type shit. You telling me you was in a fucking Navy
Have you ever
and you
Universal
Nigga, it's
wants
like
to
80
know.
people talking at once.
see on a fucking ship,
Solid
who
Snake,
does
have
the
you ever
mind
had
to
a
show?
fried bologna sandwich?
That
Stanley,
nigga's funny.
Did you ever take a peanut butter and jelly to sandwich for school? Like
Wait,
a peanut
is that a
butter
black
and jelly
What the heck?
for lunch.
blind box drink?
No, unfortunately, I had to eat the school lunch.
Does anybody on the
I
panel
had
have
to
a
eat the
me too,
public
nigga.
school lunches.
No apple
We
or
ate the
Yeah, that
damn
school
peanut
lunch
school
was
butter
lunch.
hungry. When you was
sandwich.
hungry, nigga, that shit was fire, nigga.
Especially that family domino player.
Oh yeah.
This was
This
back in the day
this
when
how
I
I
Until I
had
asked him
started
do
smoking
chili
it
weed.
if he got
macaroni.
blank blank. I slide my foot across his foot and pull it back.
Is that the black
That's
man
blank.
whose last
I
name is White?
apologize, everybody. I just keep turning
I would say
Now I gotta ask you,
probably
her to help
50% of
black
us are ground cutters.
people, black society. The game of dominoes.
The game of dominoes. Nigga,
Game of
what we,
dominoes.
nigga, that help like a motherfucker. Domino,
Fortune had an
motherfucker.
idea of us playing games in the background at one time.
It helped like a motherfucker.
Whatever
Nigga, ain't
happened
nothing like
today?
a game of domino in jail to pass the day. Nigga, to take that pressure off a nigga ass.
Shit, I mean, you know, it seems such a rival sport. I mean, it is not a rival sport, but it became such a rival that
Man, them goddamn domino brain got the best of them. Yeah, them goddamn domino. Man, a good domino playing motherfucker. I always been a hellified nigga. I'm a good domino playing motherfucker.
But you been in
I'm a good
prison
domino
too.
playing motherfucker. Nigga, I know how to cheat when a nigga don't know how to. I'm telling you, I'm a domino playing motherfucker. Don't let us play team.
Nigga.
Boy, I'm a cheat motherfucker playing team. Boy, me and my partner, boy, we got some shit. Boy, we got them feet up under the table, especially with that family domino player.
This nigga stupid.
This how I asked him do if he got blank blank.
That's why they'd be like, he a
Slide my
comedian.
foot across his foot and pull it back.
What is cockeyed self?
If I want to know if he got blank one, I tap him one time, slide my foot, and pull him back.
Free game. Oh shit.
Yeah. If I want to know 3 times, I 1, 2, 3. 1 time, 1, 2, 3. Do we got blank blank?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Now I'm a cheat motherfucker. I'm a cheat motherfucker. Yeah, I love
I
to play
don't like
teams,
playing
boy.
no goddamn teams on dominoes,
And
man.
once I teach my partner these little old tricks, we on y'all land.
Hey, what are your thoughts when a nigga locked?
That was funny.
We're gonna go deep on this. Nice.
Domino League. Watching some of the guys play. Let's be.
White people do not come
What do
to
you
the
think about
cookout
that? What
if
do
you
you think
don't
about the
understand what
competition we
you're
got at the
saying.
table?
I don't know what to tell about this. You know, I get these youngsters, they squad. You know, they have ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Your ass looking at the motherfucker right now. Thanks to this scapegoat you got over here. You know, I be having patience with them. That's it.
Tell to the baby. Come on here. Crying.
Come on here. Come on here.
At least make me feel scared.
I ain't got no more.
And Duck in the zone.
I ain't got no more legs, baby.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a damn, fam.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
Nigga, dominoes is the truth, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You know how many? That's how. Hey, that's how I got good at talking shit through dominoes for real, nigga. Hell yeah, I could talk some shit in dominoes, nigga. For
Just
real.
don't wake the children up. That's all I ask.
Nah, they just
Smacking the table, nigga. We break the damn table, nigga.
Dominoes can get real loud.
That's 5, nigga. I bet you gonna scope.
Look at tough guy.
I bet you gonna scope. You know, see, look at nigga already knocked. Nigga already. Yeah, I'm gonna get on that hoe. Sing on mine, goddammit. Sing again, nigga. On your ass, nigga. Look at
On your ass, nigga.
Domino King. Nigga, no.
That's loud.
I'm gonna get on it, nigga. 13 more on this nigga. I'm gonna kill it. Nigga ain't gonna scope. You better get your husband. I'm finna kill it. Yeah, nigga. I'm finna kill this nigga. Okay, nigga. 20 on mine, then, goddamn.
That nigga keeps going, nigga. That nigga keeps going.
25 on mine, goddamn.
Nigga, he keeps going, nigga.
20 more, goddamn. Take that blank shit, nigga.
And he cleaned up on that.
Yeah, he did, nigga.
Damn.
That nigga killing them niggas, man.
It almost don't get no better than that.
That nigga said, "Give me my money, nigga." Nigga, he robbed everybody, nigga. That nigga robbed everybody, nigga. Look, he's still counting. That nigga still counting.
White people may never know the feeling of clearing a table like that.
Damn,
when you are
nigga,
in
that
mode,
nigga killed everybody, nigga.
You are the motherfucking.
What's that? That nigga like had like
person
70,
of the
80
party.
points, nigga.
I don't think you understand the bliss that is in whooping ass and dominoes like that. It only happens a few times in life, but when it does, it's amazing.
Wow.
It's an ego boost. That's for sure.
Pop your shit. You
That
just
was
got
a real ninja moment on the jungle.
That was a real ninja moment on the jungle.
Portia sent you one on spades in the back chat.
Oh, okay. Let's see
What is the white person's equivalent to that moment? Does anybody know?
Dodgeball, maybe?
Dodgeball.
When they shoot a deer, nigga. When they shoot a deir. White people be shooting damn deers and shit. You know, they like animals. They like to kill animals and shit. You know, white
Well,
people.
hunting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Let's
What
get
you
into
doing
some
down there?
spades. Let's get into some spades.
That just killed the energy. Everybody's like, damn,
See
white
if
people be shooting
Stanley
shit.
understands it better after this. Maybe he'll get it better
Y'all
after
gotta,
this.
whenever y'all play spades, y'all gotta be mindful who dealing them cards now.
Portia,
And you
did
better not
give us a
renege.
tutorial. We need a
I know
tutorial,
I know
Portia.
everybody had they say, but can I say something? I'm just trying to get over in my brain how as Stanley as a 60-year-old man can take a game of isolation and turn it into a game of incarceration. I mean, he identified those games with incarceration when those games are games of isolation. Man has used games to keep their mind sharp in times of isolation more than times of incarceration. I don't understand Stanley Stereo. I don't know. I wonder if Stanley just capping us. He's serious about who
Shut
he
up.
is.
Shut up, nigga. Shut up.
Because now it don't make no goddamn sense to me.
You're not playing solitary. What the fuck are you talking about? These are all games with other people.
Solitary is not a game of solitary.
Not a game, and niggas lying and that. Shut your ass up, nigga.
Motherfucker.
This is the worst.
Oh my god.
Y'all niggas is fucking
stupid. Means the king wins the book. See that? See how that works? Spades win the book. Got y'all now. I'm leading. Oh,
Ain't that right, 12th man?
You lead now. Oh,
Slow down, slow down.
Man, I definitely play with. I'm picking 12 man, nigga. When I'm playing spades or dominoes, nigga. I'm not picking Stanley's ass.
Tough guy, how many books you got?
10.
You got all aces?
All
if
the
you my
spades.
partner, are we gonna say we got all aces?
We got all the
They're
spades,
playing
nigga. That's what I'm trying to
They're
get all the
playing
spades.
cutthroat, Virgo.
This has to be the most focused game of spades I done ever seen.
That's cutthroat.
I ain't heard a cuss word.
This is when a fight's about to happen. Pay attention.
Yeah, who finna get cussed out in a minute?
Do deuces leave?
It don't matter. He's got 2 braids in his beard. That Negro is
Oh,
dangerous.
yeah, no, I'm gonna have to find another spades video.
Y'all see them
Portia,
braids?
you gotta find a tutorial on dominoes so you can teach
Deuce
Stanley how to
diamonds.
play dominoes.
Well, you know what? Like Stanley, if he wants to learn how to play it, he can look up a tutorial. We trying to see the Negroes in
Why
action.
would I want to do that?
Maybe Stanley knows how to play hearts.
Stanley doesn't want to subject his mind to
Stanley probably
You know what? My husband does know how to play hearts, and maybe Stanley does know how to play hearts. Do you know how to play hearts, Stanley?
Masturbation.
I always wanted to learn how to play speed, but that shit is weird. I don't know how to play speed.
That's too much for your brain, tough guy. It's okay.
Poker in college.
Speed is fun.
I got a good one. I got a good one.
And I'm not looking to.
Let's go, Portia. I hope it ends in a fight.
Well, this is just funny. I got another one after this, but
Stanley plays Go Fish.
Bless your little
I don't know about the goldfish. I love the goldfish.
this is how y'all cheat.
Kindergartner ass game right
Love for spade.
Notice how black
Go
out
out
of
of
here.
the
You
preschool. Hey,
Love
Stanley,
you,
why'd she give you the preschool game, nigga? That's fucked up.
This is how y'all treating Stanley.
Well, no, I don't.
We love you, Stanley. We love you, Stanley.
I just
She said, "Go fish, nigga." Do you got an
play your
ace?
little card game.
I was good, y'all.
What's up, Bob?
Boy, man,
My brother.
don't play spades, man. Hey, pull up a
Captain
chair.
Bob.
Boy,
Pull up a chair.
I'm so happy you here, bro. I love
We
you,
gotta
boy,
play
man.
some spades.
I don't know how to
Damn,
play
it's cold out here.
Wow. I hate Griff. Actually,
Did he really just say that? Gasps
nah,
in
man,
nigga.
that dude funny.
What?
Captain Bob.
You got to get into
Did
your
you
white
say, boy?
black man.
I heard you now. Somebody revoke this non-black niggas black card now.
God can't save you, nigga.
Pulled up his file now. Yeah. His black card was revoked in 2017 when asked to electric slide, and he didn't know how.
Oh my God.
It was later reinstated Juneteenth of 2019 on a probation period and was immediately revoked again that same day when he said he didn't watch any of the Friday movies.
Oh my
God!
What the fuck is that? You can't say that. You can't say that word. Don't ever say that word ever again until you learn spades. Never say that shit, man. Never.
So y'all gonna teach me how to play or what? What we doing?
No. Black people don't teach black people how to play spades.
Nope.
We just judge other blacks for not knowing how to play. It's either you're born knowing how to play or your blackness erases it.
That's a fact.
All this because I said I didn't know how to play spades.
I told you if you say that again, I was gonna punch a baby in the face.
You literally never said that. I heard him.
Auntie Donna, where's 18th month old Shania?
Oh, she right here sleeping, baby. What
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Why you hit that face like that? What's wrong with you? Don't know how to play spades.
Gasps and nigga again.
Anthony, you get your ass up out my damn house.
Donna,
Before I punch this baby. Coming in here with your anti-blackness. I can't believe you don't know how to play spades. He literally punched a baby in the face. The fuck out!
Donna right. I see Donna. Donna right.
What the fuck?
Punch man slow ass.
This shit is crazy. That's a bit much. That's a bit excessive. That was a bit excessive. That was a bit much.
There was one major truth in that. Is black people do not teach black people how to play spades. You have to sit and
You
watch
just gotta have to learn
and hop in.
Yeah, nigga, your ass,
There's
you
no
gonna learn
tutorial.
eventually. If you niggas talk too much shit, nigga, you gonna
I
learn.
bet Tough Guy knows how to play spades and dominoes.
I don't know, tough guy. You talk too much trash.
Yeah,
I don't know, Stanley. I'm gonna have to yank that. I'm gonna have to
when I
take
play
back
games,
that,
I'm not
that
really
card.
nice when I play games. I talk a lot of shit. People do not like playing games with me because if I'm winning, I'm talking shit, and if I'm losing, I'm quiet as a motherfucker.
What
Dude, hey, I had a dude. I remember one time me and this dude played like 24 hours on the PS2 on Fight Night Round 3.
What they got to do with spades? Go ahead, Snake.
No,
Man, I used to play that Madden all the time, nigga, or basketball, that 2K. Man, I used to beat the shit out of my homeboy Mac, nigga. I used to kill that nigga, talk so much shit, and then he started getting better. He started getting good, nigga, and then I started shutting up. So,
but you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I come from a generation we didn't have online. You had to play at my house, or I had to play at your house. So it always
nigga
was
got
something I
good,
couldn't
though. That's what it
at
was,
your
though.
house, but I let loose in my house. Cause
I used to demolish that nigga. It'd be like 90-25, nigga. He'd be mad as a motherfucker.
Hey, partner, watch this. This is a bad 8 right here. Check this out. This is a bad 8. I'm gonna just set that down right see what that's gonna do. Shut up, man. Anytime you get a good hand, you always want to talk some trash. Shut up, some.
Speaking of trash,
Steady round,
when the
Frank.
garbage pick up? These boys is waste management.
Hey, Frank, why you still got the tag on your shirt, man? I mean, don't worry about what the players be doing, man. I'm gonna take it back.
Hey, Ruth,
I didn't say nothing about that middle of the mall kiosk jewelry you be wearing.
Damn, that nigga coming
Oh,
from
y'all ain't got no more spades, huh?
I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all ain't ever seen black folks play spades before, it's a sight to see.
Man, let me tell you something. I try not to talk across the table, and I won't cheat. But let me tell you, I am known for giving my partner the look. And the look sounds like Stanley. This is why I don't understand how he doesn't play spades. My look looks like, motherfucker, you know what?
Man, Stanley cap, man. Stanley capping. He capping. Ain't no way.
I know he plays spades. I know he plays spades.
He'll lie. He just on that pro. He on that pro nigga shit, and he want to say spades is a game of incarceration.
Do you ever hear yourself?
I want to know why you still saying as a degenerate platform of gaming. That's what I want to know, Stanley. I want to know why you look upon it as a degenerate platform of gaming when it's actually just men.
Solid Snake.
You can do a math problem, but you can't play
Here we go.
Stanley,
Here we go.
Here
we go.
How can I be pro nigga when I don't play a nigga?
Another one in the back chat portion is like black dude teaches the white dude how to play dominoes.
Hey, Stanley. My Gmail, carlos32@gmail.com. Hey, man, download that game and add me as a friend list on Facebook, man.
Am I gonna learn how to
bro? I train you how to do it, man.
Tell him about himself, Solid. Let's stand it up.
Come on, man. I put myself out here on Front Street for you, man.
That's right,
I'm out
man.
here in the motherfucking boondock with you, man. Fuck all that, man.
Down the street.
I'm in the boondock with man.
Just told everybody you a 60-year-old black man in the Navy and you ain't never played dominoes.
You ain't never played no spades, man. You ain't never played no spades, man.
How about himself, man? Get on him, Solid. Hey, don't let him off easy now. Don't let him off easy, Solid. Let him know.
Universal, man.
Man.
Stanley, you gonna make me punch my alarm clock in the face.
Oh shit! I ain't never heard that before.
If
I'm
you
gonna use
punch
that
your alarm clock in the face, Solid, You're gonna be black because you'll be 15 minutes late.
You have to buy a new one.
15 minutes.
You're gonna be
Just
late
15.
like a nigga if
Hey,
you punch your
I
clock.
got my snooze set 10 minutes apart, 5 minutes between
Fuck
each
that
phone.
snooze, man.
I'm
Fuck
good.
that snooze.
I
If
fuck that
you
alarm
punch
clock.
your
That's my
clock,
first one. I
you're
go
not
with
gonna
boosters,
get
nigga. I'm
the fuck out of
comfortable.
We
here.
don't give a fuck about that snooze, man.
You need to get some sleep. Do you have to work tomorrow?
Man.
You have to work tomorrow.
It don't matter. Still, he's gonna be late regardless.
Yeah, man. I get up by, I go to work by
You
that.
know me,
Motherfucker, don't
But I
man.
wake
punch
up
your
by
clock.
5 and I do
Don't
my
punch
thing
your
over.
clock.
I don't know why it's easier with alcohol.
Jesus
Set your
Christ.
alarm clock,
Just make sure to
man.
make this a Halloween contest, man. Don't worry
Oh
about
my god.
I-
Lord have mercy.
Wake up for that.
For Halloween, I'm coming dressed like a nigga named Solid Snake.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Gonna dress like you, Solid Snake. You hear
You
that?
gonna play Spade?
I will
You
hit
gonna
you
dress like
up.
Solid?
Oh my god.
Snake, don't fuck with
Come
me.
on, man.
Snake, you ain't go. You gonna let Stanley talk to you like that? You ain't gonna.
Motherfucker,
Right?
yes.
Shit.
Now, who's
Snake.
Hey,
Come
Emmitt
on,
Snake
Snake.
is the best form of flattery.
That's right.
I
Tell him,
applaud
Solid.
you,
Tell
Stan,
him.
for actually dressing and acting like a real man for one day out the year. Thank
That's
you.
right.
You know
Oh,
what?
shit.
And the one day out of the year, I put a foot up your dumb nigga ass.
Because the day you dress as Silent Snake, they gonna be the day I dress as
Motherfucker,
Liquid
it's
Snake.
Halloween already.
And guess what I'm gonna do? Guess what
I'm
I'm gonna
putting a
do?
foot up your
I'ma
ass.
shower
I'm
you
waking up
with
these
my
neighbors.
Solid. Stanley
love.
kicking your ass, Solid. You better come stronger than this, man. Stanley's
Stay down,
all
stay
bingo
down, nigga. Stay down.
He said,
I'ma
stay
I'm
down.
gonna,
Cause
I
I'm
got,
gonna
Oh,
pee
I'm
pee,
gonna
and
put,
I'm gonna
put
do
my
do.
foot up
I'm
your
gonna
dumb nickel ass.
I'm gonna Dave Chappelle your motherfucking ass. Oh, ooh, I'm gonna embarrass you.
Motherfucker, you
I'm gonna
want me
put
to use,
Solid
you
Motherfucker.
want me
Snake
to use a
against
hard
Stanley.
R?
I got 10 on Solid Snake. I
You
think
better
Oh,
shut your
Solid
okay.
dumb
Snake
ass
could
Tough
shut
man
knock
up.
got
I
that.
want you
Stanley
to
out.
go and watch that
I
Kamala
got 5
Harris
on it.
interview.
Okay.
I want to know in 25, you bad enough you don't know how to play
Stay
spades,
down,
man.
Solid.
But you
Stay
got 2
down.
days, nigga.
Stay down.
Yeah,
I
true.
give
Tough
you
Nickel
2
man in
Snake.
the
days,
Your dumb
nigga.
contest.
ass.
Go and watch that video with
Yeah,
Fox News and
sure.
see how that girl cannot handle pressure. 3.5 years
Give
she
me
has been
down
president.
there in the
Tell him,
boondocks of
Solid.
Georgia.
48-hour notice.
I'm gonna let you ramble on, nigga.
Oh, shit.
Nickel,
Stanley's kicking your ass, Solid.
he
Let's
just
go. They
called
calling you
you a
Liquid Snake
nickel.
in the chat. Come on, Solid. Pull it
And he
together.
said it with the hard R, too.
Said
Oh
with the
shit!
nickel.
There were 2 R's after that hard R.
Ooh,
Oh,
he
shit.
didn't say nigga. Ah.
He rolled it. Nigger.
He said that shit
Your
with
dumb ass doesn't
Spanish
even get it.
dialect on it. Let's go.
Universal, you're next.
Oh, what?
Oh, snap.
What makes you think it's gonna be anything left for you after I get through with you?
Why
Stanley?
Universal, Stanley?
Universal up next.
Why?
How
What
you
Universal
That's so
did?
disrespectful, Stanley.
I done got in front of Stanley's crosshairs. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you
shit.
think it's funny until I'm done with you.
Oh, poor Universal.
Solid
Rack
Snake,
you
step
to
aside.
me.
Let me take my beating from Stanley.
hold
What did I
on.
do, Stanley? Let's go.
I really don't want to see this beat down. Come on now, Stanley. Don't do it to Universal.
Sometimes
I
generations need to learn their lesson.
love Universal, but you're girding your loins. You're gonna need it.
It's ragamuffin hour.
Oh,
How
look
would
at
you know, Stanley?
wait,
How
wait.
would you know
You
he's gonna
said
need it? Where did you
Ragamuffin.
watch Stanley?
God damn, I haven't heard that in a long time.
How is you gonna tell a young man about something that you don't know nothing about?
Uh-oh. It's Solid
Mm.
defending me. Wow. Thank you, Solid.
You know what? I just told you what being a
There you go.
nigga is, bitch. Don't you
There you
fucking
go.
you know
Stanley's
better than
listening
that.
There you go. Let it go, Stanley. Let it go. Let it all the way go.
All niggas on this panel, you better sit your ass down. You better sit your ass down and mute.
I thought you didn't like that
Sit
word.
your ass down, nickel.
Solid. Oh, solid. Don't
Solid, he
keep
put you
the
to bed.
attention on yourself.
Stanley, I thought you didn't say the N-word. What happened?
Universal.
Yes, sir.
You know what?
Y'all done turned Stanley out. Y'all brought out the Stanley and Stanley.
Down. They don't know how to play spades. Fuck him and fuck everything he ever said because it don't make no damn sense. You a liar. You are a liar.
If playing spades makes a nigga, then I'm not a nigga.
If playing spades
and you are
you articulate with numbers and understanding them. That don't make you a nigga. That make you smarter than most men. And that's what they did. They downgrade men smarter than them because they weaker than them. Hey man, gaslight somebody else, man.
Sit down and play
Love
spades.
you,
You
solid
work for the
snake.
white man all them years and you got
You're
your
a trooper,
reparations.
solid
Fuck
snake.
everybody else. You just trying to get on the pulpit to buy some slaves one day. Stop it.
My reparations was listening to my parents and get rich while doing it. Nigga.
While do it.
Nigga.
I wonder.
Solid, he's gonna have you singing Negro spirituals up in here.
You know what? While your dumb ass was playing spades, I was working.
Oh wow, Stanley.
Don't
Wow.
me, motherfucker.
Wow, Stanley,
You gonna learn. You gonna learn about
Stanley,
what
you act
you
like I
didn't
don't know what a
do.
hard day's work
You
is.
gonna learn what
God.
you didn't do, nigga.
Stanley, you act like I
Let
don't
me
know
show
what a
you
hard
what
day's
you
work
didn't
is.
do, nigga.
Stanley, sometimes
I
I
thought you
enjoy
didn't like
hard work.
that
Sometimes
word,
I enjoy
Stanley.
pressure.
No,
Sometimes
you know
I
what?
admire
I'm
pressure.
channeling
Stanley,
John
I'm
Paul
not
here.
like you. I'm not afraid of pressure.
Motherfucker, of course you're not.
I don't care about pressure. I
I'm a
love it.
nigga
I
who
enjoy it.
worked.
What about you?
I'm a nigga who worked. Now what you doing?
Working.
Motherfucker, you better get some sleep so you can go work.
What I'm gonna do? Sit on the internet all day and
Yeah,
talk to a whole
motherfucker, you
bunch of
will go to
motherfuckers
work.
that actually
What
know
time
how
you
to
gotta
play
be to work in the
dominoes?
morning? What time you gotta be
They
to
call
work?
up a nigga and say,
What
"Ooh, you
time
want to
you
know how
gotta
to
be to
play
work, nigga?
domino?
What
Cause you a
time you gotta
dumbass
be to work?
nigga."
All the
Cause I
live
served in the
long
Navy,
day.
and I don't even know how to play battleship.
Motherfucker,
Cause that's
you
just a
better get
nigga
your ass to
game.
work. Guess what I'm gonna while you're working at 7 o'clock in the morning.
You sitting on YouTube
What is
talking
this
to
nigga
everybody
gonna
like
be
you know
doing?
every goddamn
What
thing in the
is this
world.
nigga talking to you right now gonna be
You
doing?
act like you know
What you
everything.
gonna be
Stanley,
doing?
you don't know nothing.
You're
You
gonna be
don't know
working
nothing about
all
strategy.
the live
The only
long
strategy
day.
you know
shit,
is what your
Stanley.
naval
Shut the
commanders
fuck up.
gave you, Stanley. Sit in the house.
Oh, keep talking. And 12th man, you're next. Universal, you can take a break. 12th man, you wasted your whiteness.
Oh
my God! Who are you
to
talking?
You
I'm here
wasted
for my,
your whiteness.
I'm here for my verbal.
You wasted your
At least
whiteness
I
to
know how to
become
play
a
spades
nigga.
and dominoes.
No,
You can't
motherfucker.
even.
You wasted
You can't
your
even play
whiteness.
chess, can
You
you?
wasted
You
your
don't
whiteness
even know how to
through a
play
beard
chess.
You
and
can't
went
even
to
say
Alaska to
motherfucker
eat
right.
dung.
You can't even
You
play
say
chess.
motherfucker.
Shut up.
What the fuck? You gotta say
No,
motherfucker.
motherfucker, why should I shut up?
Cause you don't know how to say shit right.
Oh,
You
wait.
don't know how to
I was
play
talking.
nothing.
You know what? Y'all
Do
the
you even know
dumb.
how to play
Let's talk about
dodgeball?
something. Let's talk
Oh, look
about
at
something
you.
more constructive.
What y'all want to
Now,
talk about? We
the
got something we can talk
interesting
about.
thing is
Where's your back to back
apparently
chat?
God, Stanley don't know how to play spades, but he know how to do every damn
niggas don't have a
thing.
color.
Can you read a tape
You
measure?
know shit about
Yes,
card.
crap. I got it. I'll do it right
He
now.
go
Take a
to
tape
Las.
measure
That's
around
why
that
he don't
big
go
ass
to
nigga
Las
head.
Vegas.
I can read a tape measure, Stanley.
That's why he don't go to
Look,
Las Vegas.
and you
He'll
know
get
what?
beat.
Your
Hey,
white
Stanley,
boss
let's
is
have
gonna
a hammer and
ask
nail
for you to
challenge. I
pay
wonder,
rent
can
in
you
the
hammer and
morning
nail,
at 7
Stanley?
o'clock.
How did I get caught in the middle of this?
You gave me the kiss of life.
You caught the strays,
I
Universal.
caught the heavy strays. I'm trying to.
Caught
All right,
the
Stanley, what did I?
strays.
All right, Stanley, let's get now, Stanley.
It's gonna happen.
Let's go. I'm prepared for my spanking.
You gave me the kiss that's like.
I'm a mute, so you go ahead and spank everybody else, Stanley. I got to go to work in the morning. I actually got to work, so yeah. You winning, you
have to
winning.
go to work in the morning.
Whatever, you need to go and do something.
I'm your white boss.
Go do something, Stanley.
I'm your white boss.
Yeah, you got that white foil up under your ass
I'm
sitting
your
on that
white
chair all day. Sitting
Talk
on
to me, right?
StreamYard. That was
I'm
scary.
your
You
white
better go
Dominican.
put that foil on your ass. On your ass. Get rid of them good blood clots, motherfucker. Yeah,
Oh
you move
man, that's not
around.
fair.
Wow.
Hey, Solid Snake. When you go to work in the morning, before you open the door, will you do a little soft shoe bojangles?
Kiss of life.
Damn it, Stanley. Why do you gotta do that?
Hell?
Motherfucker, because
Nah,
I
I want to
can.
know where that
Oh
energy come
shit.
from. Come on, Stanley. Where that
Oh,
energy come from?
oh.
Now,
Come
some
on,
one of
bro.
those
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
laugh
Wait a
so
minute. It's
much.
embarrassing to be an employee, but it's okay for you to just sit on your ass and just breathe oxygen, the money in your bank account.
thought you was gonna mute, nigga.
Yeah, nigga.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Portia.
got money in my
What
bank
you want
account.
to do,
You got a
Solid Snake,
problem with
is
that?
mute. Sit
No,
the fuck
Kamala Harris gonna